Hello, everybody. How are you doing? That was unusual. My bar was down. What's going on? Let me know in the comment section below. My name's Conor McGilligan. This is One Leeds. Hopefully, we're in sync. Is there an in sync song I can think of? No, there isn't, unfortunately. There was a good reference there. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, the stream and everything is lined up. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. We are live now. My old Garmin has told me. Let me know. Are we all good on the stream? We have half an hour left. In fact, less than half an hour, actually. So I am going to get the... What do you mean, no, Dean? What does that mean? I am going to get the stream up. Let me know your thoughts. What are your thoughts on the lineup? We've got the Liverpool lineup there. It's quite a strong Liverpool lineup, to be honest with you. I didn't expect them to go that strong, but it is pre-season, I guess. They're going to be getting to, you know, their optimum level as well. I didn't expect to see Soboslai in there, I'll be honest with you. I didn't expect to see Kerkez and Frimpong in there. There's Verts, there's Ingamoa. Leeds have gone pretty strong. Leeds have gone pretty strong for this one. We're just going to get our lineup in just a second. Let's have a quick look. And let me know your thoughts on that, people, in the comment section below, as always. As I say, we are just going to get the stream up, because if you were here last time, and well done to a lot of you who were here last time, it was a bit chaotic. The streams were going down left, right, and Charlie, but that's not going to be the same this time. I promise. Don't you bloody worry about that. Rightio, Leeds United versus Liverpool, an eye-catching game in the calendar. I don't really know what's going on here with the formation. They got it wrong as well online. It does look like a bit more of a 3-4-3. Still got Cairns in net again, which will be sorted when Trafford comes in. So we're looking at, I think, James Justin in a back three with Rodon and Taz. In the middle, you are looking at Jayden Bogle, or across the four, Jayden Bogle and Purdue. Tanaka, Goodmanson, and maybe Stack just in behind. I'm confused. I'm completely confused. It's the lineup. The lineup's completely thrown me. Let me figure this out. It's a 4 at the back. There might be 4 at the back. No, there's not 4 at the back. 3. Sorry, guys. I'm completely... It's the extra midfielder in that formation. It's completely... Unless we've gone 3... Is it literally just a 3-5-2 with James up top? Can't be. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Let me know how you read that. I'm sure there's some of you in the comment section below will be able to idiot-proof me. We are just getting the football friendly up. There we go. That was a lot easier than before. Oh, good. We're on Liverpool TV. That's what I want to see. Got a lot of American Liverpool fans. Yay, look. 50,000 American Liverpool fans. Yay, that's what we want to see. 3-5-2. Yeah, good to see you in here, Greg, as well. Hi, Connor. Hello. There's people saying 3-5-2, 3-4-3. 3-5-2, I don't really understand, because unless, like, Stacks up there with Metcha, but then I don't know where James is going. 3-5-2 doesn't make sense, does it? John and Lisa saying James and Stack 10, says Sean. This is what I mean. It doesn't make a lot of sense. James and Stack as 10s. Maybe. Let's see what everybody's saying online. If James and Stack are 10s, it's definitely a bit odd. Well, what's the common consensus? There might not be anything on there, to be honest. Let's have a look. Right, can't see it, annoyingly. It's a 3-4-3. I know it's a well, it looks like a 3-4-3, Andrew, doesn't it? Looks like a 3-4-3. Tim, that's how I saw it, mate. Maybe it is James and Metcha. That's how it looks, isn't it? James and Metcha up front, or James and Stacking behind Metcha. Very weird. But yeah, I guess the interesting side of things here will be, I guess, the rotations that Leeds have got, right? Like, the left back is an interesting choice and something that we've spoken about multiple times on the channel, and what Leeds need to do in that regard. I guess the right centre-back's interesting as well, because I've said to you guys multiple times, as the right centre-back, I'm very much like, I'm not really that bothered. But if I'm being brutally honest, like, and I said this last season as well, is there an area of which, or is this too much? I know a lot of you guys might not back this, but maybe it's just my thought. And like I said, on this channel, we like to think and do other things and all this sort of stuff when it comes to not just doing the status quo, the obvious stuff. I think in the back line, at some point, we might be talking about an upgrade to Joe Rodon. I think maybe there's going to be a conversation at some point that we're doing. Obviously, the bits up front, the bits in central midfield, hard conversations with Tanaka as well, like we've said. But I do wonder because obviously we were looking at the centre backs last season. And I kind of went Strout, Beale, Rodon, and I thought Beale did very well last season as well. To say there wasn't a lot of continuity there. But I do wonder if Leeds are to evolve into this like European team at some stage. I wonder if Joe would be starting as right centre back. I know he's got pace. I understand he's got pace. I think, interestingly enough, though, there is an area there where Leeds can definitely improve. So interesting when you kind of look at it from that perspective as well. Again, this will be the extremes, which sometimes the chat takes from this. People will be saying, I want Joe Rodon out. No, I don't whatsoever. I think when we do analyse this Leeds United team going forward, I do wonder if maybe if we are to get to that upper echelon and we're to have another really good season. Let's say we finish this season in 12th and we're looking to improve again. If we're looking to improve again, it'll be really interesting to see if we maybe look to upgrade in that back three on Joe Rodon. Because I think there is a difference now. I think when you look at how good Tariq is, unfortunately, it's going to be one of those things like it was with Ramazani and Solomon and maybe Nonto and James or whatever. We have to, as a fan base, I don't know why we do this, but we have to, as a fan base, put a player down to put a player up. So like now there's loads of people going, well, see, Strout wasn't that good. Strout was nowhere near as good. We look at Tariq, he's miles ahead of Strout. Two things can be right. Strout can be a very good defender. And we'll be playing European football this season for Brighton. And Tariq can also be extremely good as well. So we can have Tariq and we can have this next level defender, but we can also establish that Strout was a very good player for Leeds United as well. I think Beale will be a very good player for Leeds United as well. I genuinely believe that. Joe has been exceptional for Leeds so far in that relative new history that we have in terms of getting back up to the Premier League and a new established, Leeds United beyond the Ramazani era, the 49ers era, if you will. And I just wonder whether or not the club at some stage are going to be looking to evolve that right centre-back area. Maybe, because currently we've got Justin, who I think is capable, more than capable of being like that backup. But there are so many players, aren't there? There are so many players out there. We are looking at we were looking for a left centre back, weren't we, for ages? And we had Craigie there, who I wasn't massively sold on. I'll be honest. There was John Lachumi, who I was very much sold on, and then Tariq, who came out of nowhere, Big Taz. And it's a very rare commodity in world football to have an excellent, like, young left-sided centre-back who's not just going to get picked up by a major club. Leeds were able to get that, and it's an absolutely exceptional signing in Tariq to get him in. The right-sided centre-back conversation, however, there is a boatload out there in terms of centre-backs, in terms of quick centre-backs, very, very good ball progressors as well, but athletes. And again, it's not to say Joe Rodon's going to be out, but we have talked about a left centre-back, and we've talked about that role for a while now. Got me thinking today about maybe that right-sided flank, and maybe at some point if Leeds to yeah, I don't know, make that up. Who knows? Cloud says, Big Taz, that's what Connor's calling him now. Indeed, mate, that's what I'm calling him. Why not? I'd just like to say a big thank you to all of the donations as well, everybody. The donations will get read out first. The donations get focused on when I'm watching the game as well, just so you guys know. I'm not going to be reading out every single comment. You just can't do it with the amount of comments that are dragging down. So if you do want to contribute, donation-wise, get your comment read out straight away, and then the proceeds go to the running of the channel, so you guys know your money's actually going towards something. I greatly appreciate that, and I'd just like to shout out as well my first two donations for the stream today. So thank you so much, guys. Them Frames, always a legend, always really helping the cause as well. Great to be back. Looking forward to the new season. I think we're doing well in the transfer market. Come on, Leeds. Yeah, I'd like to say that. Them Frames. I think when you look at Trafford coming in, which will happen. Tariq coming in, who just looks, yeah, wow, what a player. Just what a player he looks like. And again, you don't want to compare the two defenders. I want to look at Tariq in his own zone. But flipping heck, he looked good the other night. He was the best player on the pitch on his debut. Best player by a landslide. So, yeah, I think Trafford will save us 15 to 18 points this season. And I think when you look at it as well, you look at Harry Wilson, there was a definite elevation on our right-hand side there. So we've got a lot to do. we've got a lot to do, Leeds United, and I feel like it's a window of which there's a lot of opportunity. If Leeds want to spend a bit of cash, there's players available at decent prices, in my opinion. We've gone through a few on the 6 picks, but in general, in world football, some of the World Cup stars that have come back, I think are readily available for nations that have done well, and they've done domestically for Leeds to go out and pinch. And it's a good window to deepen your squad, to lay the foundations for years to come, like we did in the Championship. We brought in Bogle, Roden, Tanaka. These all built the foundations for Leeds United to be, hopefully, in the near future, a well-established Premier League club. Tom Stan says, P-Bell sponsor on the tee, circa late 90s and early 90s. Indeed, mate, indeed. We also have a raffle. We have a raffle coming as well, which you guys are going to absolutely love. You're going to absolutely love. I've managed to get my hands on a piece of kit of which I don't want to give away. I've actually stopped. Genuinely. I've stopped giving this away. You just reminded me of it there, Tom. I've actually stopped giving this away in the raffle because I'm thinking to myself, do I want to keep hold of it? And I've been yinging and yanging for honestly 2 weeks, but this holds me accountable. Doing this live on stream means that I have to give it away, right? I was going to do a raffle for the Rafinha signed top, the frame signed top, and I never did because I wanted to keep it. But what I have, I believe anyway, is one of the creme de la creme. And I really don't want to give it away. I had to really fight to get it. I've got it. And I think it's going to go on the raffle. So be looking out for the raffle in the next 2 or 3 days, everybody, because it's a big one. Pavel Sulk talk, gathering pace. Yeah. Let's go. Match on together. Loving that top corner. Good to see you in here, Bowden. The best name in the One Leeds chat, as always. Ape says, you're 100% right. To upgrade your squad, you have to replace your good players with elite players. That small amount is the difference between a good club and an elite club. 100%, Ape. I think it's a really good comment. I think it's an intelligent comment as well. I think it's, again, maybe I just get, and it's not that I'm right, maybe I'm able to detach myself. I have my favorites, but you guys know, like with Ramazani in the Championship was one of my favorites, but I'm willing enough to understand right now that it's time for him to move on. What's the point? Never going to play. Get rid. There's no point in him being here. Let's get some good capital for him. So I'm trying not to attach sentiment with that. I've attached logic with Ramazani and how I feel he could impact this team going forward. But there's no point. There's no point in giving that more attention because he's not been brought with the camp to the US camp setup. So there's no point. What's the point? Get rid of him. Might as well get rid of him. The other one for me is Tanaka. You guys know I am so hot on Tanaka. It's unbelievable. But there were performances last season. Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, of which, I know he was impact sub in the latter, but the Man United game was, I thought, one of the individual performances of the season. But a good player at Premier League level, Al Tanaka, but not a player, in my opinion, who may follow Leeds into, if we were to start in a European campaign. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong with that. I just feel, and maybe Europe would feel a little bit nicer for Al Tanaka and look at me, listen to me talking about Europe. But guys, if Sunderland can get Europe one season with the greatest respect, we can dream, can't we, of Leeds United potentially getting that, especially with a Champions League goalkeeper coming in, a Champions League centre-back. I just kind of look at it and think to myself, with certain personnel in this side, like Tanaka being an example, if you can go out and get a ball carrier, someone who's an athlete, who's physical, and has a little bit of tempo dictation themselves, has got a variety of positions in that midfield. We're talking about Shea Charles. Shea Charles probably fits into that gap. If you can get a Shea Charles, if you can get a Caspiander, who I've spoken about on my 6 picks, they are very, very talented football players who Tanaka might have to move to the side for that. And it's all about having that ruthlessness about you to do what Aston Villa have done over the years and be able to churn a squad out who have European pedigree, get rid of some of the players that have been good, have contributed, but thank you for your service, goodbye. Sometimes I don't think with this club we've done that enough. It's been, we'll hold on to you. And you love the fans, you beat the chest, you do all these sorts of things, which is amazing. We all love that. But for your club to upgrade consistently, that needs to be put to the side. Rye says, Would you say Ampadu, Tariq, Stack, and Gabby are the only ones who are future-proof for Europe? Oh, good question. I think Dom could handle it. Dom could handle it, definitely. Um, Bogle, I think, could handle it. You've got Gabby in there. Bogle, sort of Ampadu, Tariq, Stack, Gabby, DCL. I think we'd still have a solid 6 or 7 players, I think. Definitely. Emre says, hello, Connor. Obviously, it's... Emre, you on the wind-up? There's no point me saying anything, is there? Emre, I've done a monologue for about 90 seconds on why I don't think we should do this. And you've put 3 comments in there basically saying, Connor, this is why you should address it. I'm not going to compare them to, mate. I think they're both... Pascal was brilliant for Leeds, and I think it's disrespectful comparing them already because people are putting Tariq up here, me included. That's not me to say Pascal can't do what Tariq's doing, and I'm realizing I'm actually talking about it now, which isn't productive with what I've just previously said. But I'm not going to be doing that a lot, mate. I think Pascal was brilliant for Leeds. He was our best defender last season. Good luck to him. Tariq is a new era. If you're asking me how good they are comparatively, I think probably Pascal's better at things that Tariq's not as good at right yet. But Tariq already is showing that there is maybe a level, maybe that is above Strauch, but I'm not sure. I need to see more of him. Hey, Con, now we've seen Leeds training at the New York Red Bulls Performance Center. How deep is the football relationship with Red Bull, actually? Is it? I think it is, Rubka. Yeah, I think there'll be a lot of connections out there, won't they, when it comes to Red Bull and Leeds? And you got to think, Rubka, this was. I mean, how long have we been talking about Red Bull and Leeds now? This was a thing of which we were contemplating like 6 or 7 years ago. It felt like Red Bull. Obviously, they got the minority stake, didn't they? About 1 or 2 years ago. I can't remember what it was. Might have even been last year, but it's been very quiet, and it was supposed to be from a commercial perspective. Emre, it's all right, mate. It's all right. Don't be daft. Don't be daft. That one Leeds guy, shout out to you, mate. This squad is so Europe. I believe we will beat Liverpool. I think we've got a lot to do. We can't be naive and a bit delulu about this. I think Leeds have still got I think probably getting into Europe. I mean, my primary is staying up, by the way. My primary is staying up. That's the realism. It's staying in the Premier League. If we do that, it's an achievement for me. If we're able to sustain what we did last season, brilliant. Because I'm seeing a lot of predictions still thinking Leeds will go down, which fair enough. I feel like we're going to have that until we maybe get to a point of which we maybe have 1 or 2 or 2 or 3 like world-class stars in our ranks. I'd say Trafford's going to be one of those. Tariq might be another. But let them write us off at their peril, because I think 2 or 3 big signings. I'm telling you, if we get someone like Igor Paixão in, let's see. Another backup 9 as well. The thing is, what I don't think any of us can do right now is basically write off the Niners. You can't do it. You can't write them off, because first choice or second choice, I can't think of many mistakes they've made. So people can laugh. People can take the mick out of Leeds, maybe getting Europe in whatever period is happening. Don't know why it's saying goal Liverpool. It's not started yet. Strange. But yeah. Yeah. Hey, Connor, what's your opinion on the Leeds lineup? It's all right, mate. It's not bad. It's still weak. Yeah, still weak for me. I think there's strong points there, but I think DCL's on the bench, which is good. Need to see Beal a bit more, and then it's nigh on full strength, really, isn't it? Nigh on full strength. So, obviously Cairns in net, isn't he? So Trafford comes in, but yeah, there's stuff that needs working on with that squad, 100%. And again, people keep asking me about Europe. I think we have to keep our feet on the ground a little bit. Yeah, Leeds have got a way to go. But I think there is a real, with the teams that are competing in Europe, I think there's a real opportunity for Leeds to surge up the table if we do the right bit, business this window. Anyone think that Connor looks like Princess Diana? Thanks, NFS. Michael says people predicting 15th or lower aren't doing their research properly. That's a good team. Whereas Okafor, yeah, Okafor's the other one, isn't he? I'm not sure, mate. I think he's still on his. Obviously, Switzerland got knocked out, didn't they? So I think he's still on his 3 week, where obviously they can have 21 days after the World Cup, can't they? So, yeah. No sound on LUTV says Freddie. What do we expect for a fiver? Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you can. I'll be honest, right? I'll be honest. I have very legally paid for a Liverpool stream here, and the footage is excellent. Like it's like watching ITV. Do you know what I mean? It's that good in terms of a production. So I don't know what LUTV is like. LUTV is all right. I don't know what it's like this season. You guys will have watched the 2 games on there. I've watched it via other means on other channels, of course, which I paid for. But yeah, the production on so many. When you're doing these watch longs, you get other channels and you watch other channels. Do you know what I do like with LUTV? I like the studio. I like the studio. I think they need to. I'm doing a full debrief here of LUTV. I think they need to get. I like Stewie on it. I like Dallas. I think Dallas is really good. He's got a bit of personality as well, but he's got an analytical brain. I think they need to mix up the panel, if I'm honest with you. I like their setup. I think the setup's excellent. Like Bryn, like Tony, obviously. I think they're really good with the on-pitch interviews. I'd like to see like them LUTV, maybe at Ellen Road, where they're on the side of the pitch and, you know, they may be conducting interviews like you see with ITV. And I know they'll probably have the broadcasting rights, but surely LUTV, Leeds United TV, can have something in around their own ground where they do like pitch side interviews and stuff like that with like, you know, a presenter and 3 sort of co-hosts. I think they can do that, but I think LUTV's got a long way to go as like a production. Sound like I know what I'm talking about there, but, you know, yeah, that's just my opinion. SAFC no says Leeds will finish 11th. NUFC, Palace, and Ipswich again. But tell you what, no, I'd take that, mate. I'd take 11th right now, buddy. I really would. What channel, Connor? I'm not gonna relay that, mate. You're gonna have to find it yourself. You will be a quality presenter for LUTV, lad. Yeah, maybe, mate. I just think they need to. I think they just need a bit more personality in there, to be honest with you. A bit more personality. There's a load of people on the network who they could go and get in. And it's not to say the people who are on there haven't got personality, by the way, because they have. I'm being very political here, aren't I? But I just think they need to mix it up a little bit. Because I think from what I see online as well and the feedback, there's a little bit of a loss of interest, maybe. Thanks, Tino. Top man. Rajiv says... evening, Connor. For once, I managed to find a cheaper option to watch today's game. LUTV came at £5 and I got one at 27 pence. Well, good to you, mate. Good to you. Fish Boogie says, I'm new to watching Premier League, but I really hate Man U. Well, you'll fit in here, mate. You'll fit in here. Well done to you. Well done to you. Connor, I've got a good shout for a brand mate Squendozi. What do you mean, Zoe? I'm not sure what you mean there. Jeff says, add Okafor, DCL, Biol, and Wilson. It's a good lineup with full strength club, hence 2 or 3 more quality. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if that hits mid-table, Jeff. I don't know if it hits mid-table. Again, we are at that period where there's a lot in the market right now and there's good rates going around. I know we're seeing astronomical figures, but there is good business being done. There's good business being done in around this window. So it's, and I feel that there's a lot of players right now who are in like the last year of the deals where there's mass opportunity for Leeds to go in and get some deals done and really improve the sort of floor of the squad, if you will. But I think Leeds still near. Leeds need a. It's really harsh for me to say this. A right centre back. Let's park that. Let's park that for maybe next year. If a market opportunity came up, I'll park that though. Leeds need a couple of goalkeepers, or at least one, because I think Trafford's already through the door. They need a left back, and I have to say I am quite surprised by maybe the fan base not being as leaning towards that. But I think that's been years and years and years of Leeds fans just dealing with one left back and utility left backs in that respect. So I'd be going with a GK, 2 GKs. Left back are an absolute necessity. I would like to bring in a central midfielder to give a little bit of variance to Tanaka, Stack, and Ampadu. And then I think you've got to get a left winger and a striker. So I'd be bringing in 6. I think there needs to be 6 players coming in, and I don't actually think that's unrealistic. Gethin says, "Why isn't Wilson starting?" Do you know what, mate? Maybe it's because he started the last 2, but I would like to see Wilson. I'd like to see Wilson in this team. Yeah, and I get they have to rotate, but you want to see Wilson, don't you? My name is Lace. Hi, Lace. I am a Leeds fan, born in Chicago, wearing my Leeds kit this season. Wearing my first Leeds kit this season, away kit. Good man, good man. Thanks, Jace. Easy teasy, careful, mate, careful. Beats Pop, evening, Connor. Who do you think will the best player of the match today? I'm not sure, Beats Pop. I'm not sure, mate. Yeah, not sure. Potentially, I don't know. Let's with no reasoning whatsoever, give it to Big Taz again. Sportka said, "I wish I had your confidence in Trafford, Connor, but I'm a bit dubious." Nah, that'll be fine, mate. That'll be fine. You got to think. The announcement's been long. I understand that. The announcement's been long. City right now are currently looking for a backup goalkeeper. I think they're mental, I have to say, because Maresca is effectively, I don't know if anybody caught the highlights of the City game. Donnarumma is being given a task to almost act as an extra centre-back in terms of playing out from the back. I mean, sweeper. I'm talking high Donnarumma. Donnarumma, who's not really known for speed, agility, playing out from the back, which is interesting because that is perfect for James Trafford. However, from what I know, City are looking for, they've been looking for a replacement for a while now. I wouldn't worry about that. I really wouldn't worry about that. I think that's all done. All done. No Connor ASMR? No, mate. Not today. Everyone's up. Have you ever seen Tariq in action before? You need beasts at the back. Yes, I have. Literally 3 days ago. Wilson's only started 1 in 3. Man, I'm going mental, mate. I'm going mental. Have we had 3 friendlies? Even though we had three friendlies. There you go. He's had a big part in each, though, hasn't he? In my head, he started the 2, to be fair. Lenu looks decent left back. He does look decent, Homer, but he's a young lad. Again, he's a young lad. It's you need specialists in these roles. I always revert to Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest decided to go for Luca Netz in the January window, which I wanted us to do from Mönchengladbach for 2.5 million quid. Vastly experienced, lot of potential, really good left foot on him. You can do that. Left backs are there to be got. And there are a lot out there for a decent price. So yeah, we don't need to rely on kids who barely kicked a ball at senior level to come in. However, look, Lenu, I really like him. He's come through the City Academy as well. He's I didn't think he looked like a kid the other day. I thought he looked really comfortable. I was really impressed with all the youngsters. I thought all the youngsters played really well. Still a little bit raw, but he was excellent. I thought Chadwick was good as well. But no, not for me. You need to go out and get experienced players, especially if some of you are talking about Europe. Suzuki going to PSG, indeed. Bobby says, I prefer ASMR, Connor. Maybe there'll be a second channel, mate. Who knows? If you get lucky. Is it delayed? It looks like it, doesn't it? It looks like it. I'm getting panorama of all the fan. I mean, there's more. It looks like there's more in the stadium than there was the other day, which is positive, I guess. There was literally no one in the stadium the other day. So yeah. Do us a favor, all of you, slap a like on the video. We are just going to play a quick, really, really quick sponsor before it's countdown to kickoff. All right, everybody, before we really get into this video, we have a sponsor to this video. It's Oxford Natural, Optimum Day and Night. Now, this isn't some magic fix. It's just a lot of people are using this product right now, or products, and it's getting some really major results. These are the good ones for me. Optimum Day helps with energy and those cravings. Just sometimes during the day, you just need that additional boost, and thank goodness for Optimum Day. And Optimum Night as well, everybody. We know people have problems with sleep, and I feel like it's getting worse, or maybe I'm just getting worse. Optimum Night have really been helping me recently with sleep, with recovery, which gives me that energy for the rumour mill and for One Leeds in general. It's simple, absolutely nothing crazy, but People are getting results. Now, when you start seeing people that we recognize, Michael Owen is £35 down after using these products. Robbie Lyle, AFTV, we've had him on the channel. He's down £80. So with that, you're naturally going to take a little bit of notice, aren't you? So if you're thinking, I need to sort this out, there is a QR code and there is a link in the description. One Leeds at checkout, everybody. You get 70% off your first order. No big promises for me whatsoever. Just check it out if you fancy. That's Oxford Natural, everybody. Let's carry on with the content. There we go, guys. The team lineups are out now. Yeah, and what I mean by that is they're all on the pitch, just lining up, just panning around to Liverpool players, which is great. Look, if I could endorse a product more, it is Oxford Natural, guys. I've got friends who are in the community who have hugely benefited from this, hugely. My sleep has gone so much better. I've had you can get the Radiant, you can get the Elixir, which has helped with my skin. I used to be full of blemishes and all this sort of stuff. I'm thinking I'm looking pretty radiant at the minute. So maybe it's the sun, I'm not sure. But still, it's making me feel very good. It's vegan, organic, it's great. Just little pills that you take in the morning. Well worth it, everybody. With the code 1Leeds, you get 70% off your first order. If you don't do it, you're mental. Even if it's just one order, try it out, see what you think. Links in the description below, everybody. First line, as always. Watching on Liverpool TV, Lee's not working for me. Yes, I am definitely not doing that as well. I paid for this Liverpool one. LUTV, a fiver to the club sorted. Andy Cousins, joint commentator. Mills looks good as well. FFS, favoritism, even before paying. You'll never walk alone. Yeah, look, I know you'll never walk alone. Have they put? Can I just ask the question? Did March on Together go on then? It didn't, did it? Or was the anthem played? Was the actual anthem played? Because wasn't it the other night where like it wasn't played? Rich, it's because it's good, mate. Channel, especially people in the community, mate, who I respect with Oxford Natural. You got to think who I collaborate with are all doing it. All of them are doing it. All of them are getting results, and a lot of people who I'm with. I have 2 sponsors per season. I've had 2 sponsors for 2 years. Shout out Shop GNO and the Job Match Group. Had that for years. The reason I do that is because I believe in the products. Again, Oxford Natural. You got to believe in the products. I wouldn't be doing it for you guys if I didn't believe in it. I don't care how much they pay you, because then you're screwing your audience over, which I'd never do. No Yaka all 100%. 100%. No Yaka all. He's still injured, isn't he? He's been injured for the full thing. Bryn Law's bomber. He's back, is he? Bryn Law. Yeah. I need to maybe see if I can find LUTV. I am on the other one at the minute. Leeds United versus Liverpool, people. I'm trying to find Leeds. It's just always off air. Always a nightmare, isn't it? Leeds, finding it. Yeah, again. Again, not good. And now I've lost my stream in classic fashion. Right, hold on. Where are we? Boom, there we go. Right, we're kicking off, people. We're kicking off. Leeds United versus Liverpool. Here we go. And already the referee stopped, which is helpful when you've just started a timer. Attackers to kick off. Boom, we're gone. We are gone, people. Liverpool versus Leeds United in the US survey. Yeah, as I said, Leeds probably got the strongest squad out here. I would say, like, there are a few. If we look at this Liverpool team now, there are a few players on here, of which, I mean, Kay Morrison, not too sure on who he is. Yoni, not too sure on who he is. They've still got Szoboszlai in there. Chamberlain, is that at the back? Chambers, can't see his full name. And Ndukwe. There you go. So, yeah, Leeds with a throw-in, I think it is right now. But Leeds definitely have got a stronger lineup out, it feels, in terms of our just first teamers. But there we go. As you can tell, the packs have updated, everybody. Hope you like that. Get retcon. Yeah. Shut up, mate. Right, Leeds United throw-in. Come on, Leeds. Ampadu over it. Ethan Ampadu with absolute slauncher. I'm talking about the throw-in. Big throw in the box. Headed on by Joe Rodon. Ooh. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Gabby's gone down, holding his back. Oh, dear. And there we go. The no injury curse. Fantastic. Gabby's gone for the ball and he's back. Oh, dear. That was a big hit. Big hit. Gabby's writhing around in pain. Clash on the edge of the box, and Gabby landed on his back, and he's writhing around in agony. Ball in. Let's have a quick look at this again. Headed back by Rodon. Just needed a touch in. Gabby's gone for it. Yeah, and he's landed. Oh, he's landed straight on his lower back. I've done that before. Yeah, plants his back right on the grass. It's a bit of a thud, Verts, and he was writhing around in agony there, really. So, yeah, I think someone just said in the chat, they went, let's hope for no injuries. And Gabby's had injuries recently, hasn't he? He's had injuries recently. So that is not ideal. Not ideal with less than a month left of the season. You seen Kamara to QPR? I have, mate. Yeah, strangely enough. Again, I saw a comment because he doesn't play for Leeds. People hating on him. It's so bizarre sometimes in football and within the Leeds fan base. Someone put backwards and sideways Kamara. I was like, what? Backwards and sideways Kamara? Kamara was so good for Leeds, I thought, in the Championship. He's brilliant. Durable. Really techie on the ball. Thought he really was able to dictate tempo from a deep lying position. I thought he was brilliant. Really, really good for Leeds. He just never shot. The problem with Kamara's game is he never shot, and Leeds got a good fee for him. But again, it's the average football fan kind of putting a sly dig on a place. They don't play for Leeds anymore or their club. It's bizarre. It's really bizarre. Right, Gabby's back up. He looked to have got it in the back of the head there, so maybe it's a concussion. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully it looked a lot worse. Ray was, mate. Kamara was Adam. I thought he was a silky play in between the lines. Thought he was good, really, really good. Never lost the ball. Key compartment of a central midfielder. Good ball progressor. I always liked Kamara. Again, didn't buy him for much. Sold him for profit. Something that Leeds haven't done really that well in terms of flipping a player. And yeah, I thought he dotted together that team nicely. But again, just looking online today, like backwards, he was never a backwards sideways player. So just reality wise, that's wrong. Liverpool TV, just never shot. Yeah, he was decent. I thought he was good. Never forget that Leicester away performance, yeah. Yeah, Lucas, you're right. It was the one good bit of business. You know, when you actually get a player in, you flip him for profit immediately. I think just that season we had like outstanding players at that level when you look at Somerville and Rutter and Ampadu and Archie. Do you know what I mean? It was so I think when you look at someone like Kamari maybe got overlooked. Tanaka. Liverpool pressing really high here and looked like they nearly won it there. That was a poor ball from Tanaka. Adam, no, he wasn't, there. That's a he was not shit, mate. Come on. That's the extreme, Adam, isn't it? It's the extreme, mate. Shit. I'm all for opinions, mate, but objectively, that's just wrong. Cairns has it anyway. Liverpool pressing very high. Obviously, this is an Andoni Areola Liverpool now. Stack knocks it on. Good flick on there by Metcher. Dan James, good ball out wide. Leeds have it. Some nice movement here. Out Tanaka centrally. Tanaka wins a throw in. Well done. Good football by Leeds. Metcher did well there as well in the hold up. Ethan Ampadu with the throw. Another long one. Last time this happened, Rodon got a flick on and then Gabby nearly killed his back. Launches it. Like to see this from Leeds as well, by the way. Don't like to see this. Liverpool have got it away and there's a counter-attack. Alexander Isak. Isak plays the ball in to Jeremy Frimpong. And it's a corner. There you go. Leeds from an advance. We saw that a lot last season, didn't we, at points where Leeds would be in a really good position. And maybe it's just the quality of the division. But when you don't get it right, the opposition team just goes straight on the counter-attack. And invariably get something from it. Liverpool corner. Guys, there is nearly 2.3K of you in the building. Please slap a like on the video. Dominic Szoboszlai to take the free kick, to take the corner. Szoboszlai whips it in. Deflected. And it's 1-0 Liverpool. Fucking horrific defending from Leeds United. Utterly awful defending. Good God. That couldn't have been worse. Like, that is an awful goal to concede for Leeds United. Objectively, it's a friendly, but my God. My God, that was bad. And who's just put it in? I don't know who that lad is. He looks like a child. It was a poor corner. Awful corner by Szoboszlai. Hits the first man. Liverpool are quicker to react. Much quicker. It's flicked on. There's nobody in the box. But Leeds just stood there. Really, really poor from Leeds United in terms of defending. And the young lad has just prodded it in. Leeds completely at sea. God, let's hope that's not foreshadowing for the future in terms of defending from set pieces, because quite frankly, that was fucking shite. Leeds just letting the ball bounce in their own area. And yeah, 1-0 Liverpool. That easy. That easy. Yeah, really poor that. Good God. Yeah, as I say, the ball just came in. It was the first man by Szoboszlai. They had a man who just ran over. I don't know if it was Kirkes or somebody else. Just flicked it. Cruyff turned it. Really easy finish, though. Stack comes forward. Blocked off. Ampadu. Looked like a push there. I mean, Leeds have been the better team so far. It's just, yeah, really poor goal to concede. But again, when we had that throw-in, so we had the throw-in, we had the opportunity, and then it's a bit of a ricochet, and then Liverpool get on a transition, get a corner and score from the corner. It's that easy. It flips that quickly when it comes to elite-level football. Rodon's got to change up sometimes where he looks like he's passing the ball. If you look at Tariq on the ball, he'll feign. So he'll feign going one way and he'll go the other. Watch Tariq Maharovic on the ball when he's playing out from the back. You can already tell he's at a different level. Who's that prodding the ball forward? That was poor from Bogle. But yeah, Tariq's so good. He does the Jim of Ronaldinho against Chelsea where he put his foot one way and then the other, and then he went back with the other foot. He angles his foot in a way of which it takes the defender one way, so he thinks he's passing that way. It's a dummy, in effect. Tariq does that. I noticed it in the Wrexham game. Rodon is so postage stamped with where he wants to put it. Cheers, on. With where he wants to put it. Just got to be a bit more guile, I think, when he's playing out from the back, because it just becomes obvious. But Liverpool on the ball now. Kirkes. Szoboszlai. Kirkes kicks the ball in front of him. Leeds should mop that up. James Justin goes home. Cairns. 9 minutes in. Leeds 1-0 down to a really sloppy goal. Cairns. Not a great kick out from the back again. Bobbles to James Justin. Justin gets rid. And it goes all the way back through to Cairns again. So look at what you guys are saying in the comment section. Cairns is 53 years old. People calling relegation a friendly. Yeah, we need to calm down here, guys. We're going down. Welcome back to the Championship. I think hopefully all this is satire. Connor, do you think we are relegated? I think some of this is serious, to be honest. Have we got any of the mods in the chat? The mods, at some point, you're going to have to be... it's not when people are saying Leeds are going down, but we're on the verge. There's a verging of some meltdowns here. And no spamming as well. Are we still down to 10? No, we're not. Goodmanson's back on. Liverpool throw. I feel like when you look at the Wrexham goals as well, and it's very easy to say this now, innit? But a lot of the Wrexham goals I thought were very easy. Thought it was really easy to cut through. Again, it sounds like I'm digging on him here, but 2 or 3 Rodon mistakes, but a Tanaka mistake in there as well. Just got to tighten up a little bit. And you wonder if we're missing Biel a little bit at the back. Obviously, he's still injured. Kick out from the Liverpool goalkeeper. Goodmanson does well to intercept. Dan James on the ball. Falls over, wins a foul. Again, James on the left. Strange. Dan James on the left. I find it really bizarre when you got Willian Yonto on the bench. Just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So presumably that's... So if he's on the left, you'll have... I don't know the formation, to be honest. Maybe it's stack just with the overlapping runs. I'm not sure. Leeds free kick. Who's over it? Don't be James. Stack. Good. Stack over it. It'd be interesting to see in friendlies if Harry Wilson would be over this. Start with the ball in, straight through. Really poor free kick that, straight through. No whip on it at all. Liverpool have it. Kirkes at the back. Nice. Completely cut Metra out there. The centre-back ran a little bit further forward, or it might be Frimpong. Ran a little bit further forward and completely cut Metra out of the press. Yeah, Liverpool moving the ball quickly here. Even the youngsters. Isak. Frimpong. Tempo's good from Liverpool. Look very zippy, even the young lads here. Leeds cut it out. Can't profess to know a lot of these Liverpool players, to be honest with you. They've got a lot of kids in there, so you just have to bear with me. Leeds free kick, offside. Cutting Bros says, pre-season is always about getting back to 100%, showing off a few of the group we want to sell on, plus bringing new guys. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Indeed. Indeed. Do you know what, though, Carton? I don't want to see... I don't want to see Dan James on the left. We saw it in the Sunderland game, I believe. Don't want to start seeing that. Brilliant from Metra. Picks the ball off the centre-back. Can he make the right decision? Szoboszlai gets ahead of him. And Kirkes gets rid. It is a Leeds throw. Yeah, guys, slap a like on the video, please. We have another throw in here. Let's hopefully that doesn't replicate what happened previously. We had that throw in, and then Liverpool went on a counter-attack and scored. And again, they're on a counter-attack from our throw-in. Excuse my French. Goodness me. Good tackle, though. Really good tackle by Big Taz. Well done, Taz. Taz wins the ball back. Excellent off the number 68 there. Leeds just getting countered on when we have these throw-ins. I think is there any method? So look at Taz on the ball. Look how he's disguising it. Look, disguising it. Feinting one way, feinting the other. Really good to do that. Got to have a lot of confidence on the ball. Do you know what? That's actually a really good ball from Ampadu, but Stacks ran away from the ball. Ampadu played like a first time ball or a second touch, I should say, into Stack, and Stack's just gone the other way. Good God, Cairns is old, and he bless him. My God. Okay, Metra's done well. Metra's done really well on the couldn't keep it in. Yeah, let's have a look at this throwing again. So Leeds have the ball. Bogle puts it in, and we didn't. Do you know what, guys? The camera wasn't even on. The camera wasn't even on. So we didn't see that. So Metra actually, Bogle put the ball in. Metra, really good header, good save by the goalkeeper, but the camera didn't show it, which is always ideal when you're watching a football match. It just showed Liverpool on the counter-attack. So apologies for that because I didn't see it. It's Rio Engamoa, I think. Goes home. Kirkes. Engamoa. Jinx past that. It's not a foul. Well done. Good defending from Leeds. Ampadu. Tanaka. Just laboured. It's slow with Leeds there. Slow. Trying to play out from the back. We can't play out from the back when it's like that. We just, can't play out from the back when it's like that. We're trying to play out from the back and we're just getting pressed into oblivion. It's stupid. It's early season Leeds from last season that trying to play out through something of which you can't get out of. The problem is when you go long now with Lucas, he's very, very isolated. But that's when it's up to the runners to get closer to him. Got to be instruction there from Farke. You got to get close. And I understand it's about shape and framework, but when the ball gets to Metra, there's got to be... It's the same problems at points last season. There's got to be runners close. They're not close. There's no point in us going long. Therefore, we can't bypass anything. So we just carry on have to play through the other team. Ball played in. Kirkes blocked. Liverpool have a firm grip on this game. Kirkes. Corner again. No, it's not. Oh, Cairns, very unconvincing there. Gets a tip on it. In the box. Again, shot on goal. Cairns gets down. Oh, dear. Connor, who do you want as a new signing? I'd take Isidore or Zian Fleming. If there's any jazzier options, I'd be very happy with those as well. I'd have taken Carlos Espy, but we had that rumour quashed within about 3 minutes when Madrid came in and got him. There's a few out there. There's a few out there we can test. Here we go. Bit of space now. Gabby Goodmanson on this wide left, testing the defender for the first time. Again, doesn't get a ball in. Doesn't get a ball in. A really good moment for Leeds there, but it is a corner. But again, a lot of space there for Gabby Goodmanson to drive into and maybe test Mamadashvili. Mamadashvili, that's his name. Cairns looks about 90, doesn't he? Bless him. Passed out from the back like he's 90 as well. Bless him. Leeds fan Cairns. We always got to be nice with him, haven't we? He's not that guy who's who's going to be fully fledged with his feet and be able to do all these lovely things we expect from maybe a James Trafford. Stack with the ball in. Not good again from Stack. Not good. We really lose presence without Beale. Without Beale, we really lose presence in that box. The balls in have just been really bad so far from a set piece perspective for Leeds United. Again, guys, we are just analysing this game. We're not overreacting. We're not slagging players off. Again, let's be mature in the chat. I know a lot of people, if there is any, we're analysing the game right now. That's what we're going to do. If you don't like that, that's absolutely fine. If you just want me to go Cairns, plays to Tariq, plays to Joe, plays to Wow, we're not going to do that. We're going to try evaluate this Leeds team as it is. Bogle knocks it on. We're struggling with the build-up from Cairns here. We're really struggling with the build-ups. This is where it's so important to have a keeper who can do what we're hoping that Trafford can do for Leeds United. Cairns he's struggling when they're pressing him. He's trying to get it on his weak foot, and it's just spooning up in the air. Leeds are then having to deal with it. Mamadashvili's not much better at it either. Kicks the ball straight to Bogle, and again, Leeds just not having that connectivity in attack. Good moment for the Whites there again. Really good moments, and it's a lack of quality again. This time, Jayden Bogle. Really good opportunity there. That Liverpool's midfield and attack were all far forward. It was a poor kick from Mamadashvili. Leeds had an opportunity there. Bogle just kicks it straight to a Liverpool player. It's poor. Got to be better. Verts. Good ball. And Leeds win a free kick. It's good defending from... Is that Taz? It's Ampadu. Yeah, Leeds needs to just stay in the game at the minute, it feels. Just like the video, everybody, if you would. Con, I think Stoke win the playoffs. What do you think? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Ken's our best player. Szoboszlai running in circles. Bogle just passed to a Liverpool player. Idiots. Harsh. But yeah, he did. We're just not looking great. There's not much of a connection and quality between. But, with the greatest of respect, when you got... I mean, who are your attackers on the pitch? Who are your actual out-and-out forwards? James and Metcha, they're out-and-out forwards. The rest is contributing to that, isn't it? But that's your foundation of your squad everywhere else. We are. If you think about it, though, it's a pretty strong 11, this. Isak. Szoboszlai. Tanaka does well. Szoboszlai still has it. Leeds clear. Goodmanson passes back to Verts. Goodness me. Leeds can't get the ball. Tanaka. Tariq. James does well, but Metch is really deep and wins a foul. Well done, Lucas. Well done. Well done. Very Andoni Areola, Liverpool. Liverpool look good, to be honest. Liverpool look good. Especially because they've got a mix of kids, but, they look quick. They look incisive. They look fitter than Leeds at the minute, if I'm honest. They look fitter. Tariq. He's already displayed some really good distribution here. Goes for a switcheroo. And of course, in true McGilligan fashion, he curses it, and Tariq can't find his man. Szoboszlai goes home. Mods, are we in the club? Mods, are there any mods there? Cloud, are you in there, mate? There's a few more mods, but I don't know if they're on holiday at the minute. We need to start modding off, but there's people in the chats just spamming it. It's what you get when you get more people in here, and people just crave for attention on the YouTube accounts. Just get modding in there, mate. If there's people spamming, just get rid of them. Jake says, I think we've looked unfit and slow all pre-season so far. Yeah, we've not looked great really in any game, have we? And I know it's not really for that preseason, but you want to see like spells, don't you? And we've been okay. But I thought the Sunderland game, Sunderland with a better team. We grew into it a little bit. Wrexham, maybe the less said about that, the better. Liverpool, it's been okay. We're just missing key cogs, aren't we? We're missing key cogs. I don't like this formation with what he's gone with, though. I don't, as in the personnel. You know, you just can't, I don't think you can be. I mean, Cairns again spoons it up in the air. It only gets to Gabby. Leeds are in a bit of trouble there, but it's gone back to Cairns. But you know, there are options I think on the bench as well. I think maybe when you look at Nonto ahead of James, I'd be looking at doing that. Or if you have Nonto and James, you know, can you facilitate that? Nonto takes care of the ball a bit better than James. I don't think James has been a problem so far, but I don't like him on that left. I don't understand why we play Dan James on the left. He's a right-footed player, but he doesn't have that function of being good inverting. He doesn't have the technical level. Dan James is a runner. Get him on his favoured side. Thanks, Jack. Cloud, I will, mate. Yeah. Do you not have that facility? But yeah, I will, mate. But it's a bit difficult now when I'm trying to hold this chat, mate. To be honest with you, something that you want preferably, because we can do that, but we'll do that afterwards. Yeah, we'll do that afterwards, mate. I'll go and have a look. Can't do it now. There's too many tabs open. Ken's not been hasn't been bad so far. Just came from a Liverpool vert of this guy said the reason I was reading that. That's annoying. Evelyn says just came from a Liverpool version of this guy said the reason if Liverpool lose is because one of their players recently had a hair transplant. Oh yeah, it's Alexis McAllister, isn't it? He's actually the funniest thing is he's had a hair transplant and the season starts in like 2-3 weeks time, so he's not going to be able to head a ball. Like genuinely, he's not going to be able to do that. How mad is that? He's had a hair transplant. He's not going to be able to head the ball. It's crazy that, innit? I'm pretty sure a hair transplant you need weeks, maybe even months. Leeds give away a free kick. What do you think, though, Chad? Do you think we look a bit of yard? Do you think like we look a yard off it, fitness wise? What do you think? I could be wrong. Oh dear. Metcha does well. Metcha's been better at holding the ball up. Dan James on his left hand side again puts the ball in. Terrible ball, but somehow it's got through to Metcha. Lucas Metcha does well. Oh, unlucky. Well done, Lucas. Good effort. Really good, good effort from Lucas. Lucas has been good. He's been actually much better than he was in the Sunderland game. Is that because he's up against maybe kids? I don't know, potentially. But Dan James spooned the ball through. Metcha did really well there. Good feet. Good effort on goal, just wide. Oh, Isak nearly got in. He passes past Tariq there pretty easily. Gabby seems slow. I think they all just seem a bit slow. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the heat. Maybe it's something. I know it's it's not me looking at anything too looking at the minutiae. I mean, this is an Iriola team, and Iriola gets the teams to peak fitness, and it is Liverpool. Liverpool just are a better team than Leeds, but I think it's not just this game. It was the Wrexham game as well, the Sunderland game. Just looks a little bit of it. Just looks a yard off it. I mentioned it in the last watch along. Said we looked a yard off it at least at points. Maybe it's just Harry Rodon did save Tariq there. Good point. Rodon did well. Tariq does well there though. Tanaka kicks the ball out of play. Again, without it's the awareness, isn't it? At points in that midfield surrounding. Just kicks it out of play. Quack says a lot of Liverpool starting weren't at the World Cup. Definitely like they've had a few more weeks training under their belt. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more youngsters here, isn't there? They've still got first teamers, mate. And how many of the Leeds players were playing in the World Cup? How many can really use that as an excuse? Ingamoa goes past that really well. It's a good play from Ingamoa. That he's a brilliant player, isn't he? It's a brilliant player, that Ingamoa. Here he is again. Joe Rodon, brilliant tackle. Last ditch there, Rodon, great tackle. Ingamoa looks an absolute threat, doesn't he? Absolute threat. I think we'll be fine, though. I think we'll be all right when the season starts. I think that when the season starts, we'll be all right. Bryn just said a goalkeeper announcement within the 72 hours. Did Bryn say goalkeeper? I mean, it will be. It will be. But is it a goalkeeper? Did he actually specify that? Tanaka's just been... That was crazy. Tanaka gets the ball on the half turn. Wow. Tanaka gets the ball on the half turn 3 yards in front of Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai just caught him up and took the ball off him. Wow. And Tanaka just looks up into the sky. Tariq Presser, that's good football by Isak. Isak looks good, doesn't he? Isak looks good. John says Farker's been said they're having double training sessions. Okay, that makes sense, John. Mark says, get the feeling Fark will move away from the formation that served us so well. Thoughts, Connor? I think that's what he wants to do, mate. I think that's what he wants to do. Yeah, I don't think he wants to be playing this brand of football that we played toward the back end of last season, but he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, isn't he? Because that's where we got the most points and finished like 6th in the Premier League from that point onwards. When we're playing out from the back, Leeds were getting absolutely mullered. So, yeah. 1 add 1 is 2, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? We're not good enough to be playing out consistently from the back. We're just not good enough. We're not technically good enough. No matter how much, right, some of you or I, whatever, rate some of the players within this squad, they're nowhere near good enough to be playing out from the back in the Premier League against the opposition like we were doing in the first half of the season. You saw what kept happening to Leeds. Szoboszlai nearly puts Isak in there. Liverpool probing again. Right, Leeds have it. Tariq, there's just no options for Tariq. There's no forward options at all. It's a good press from Liverpool. We can't get out. We can't get out whatsoever. Jared said, what's up, Con? What's good, mate? Good to see you in here. I think in terms of build-up here, Wilson has to come on. Wilson has to come on because the wide options are just not providing us with anything. Ball played in. If you're not watching this, Liverpool are pretty much just camped on the edge of our box at the minute. And we're really, really struggling to get out. Goodmanson's struggling. Goodmanson's hobbling, by the way. He needs to come off, fuck's sake. He just pulled up for a second there, and he's not moving well at all. He's not moving well. He's moving gingerly. Gabby Goodmanson. Oh, Gabby. Can't... I mean, when was the last time he was fit? Free kick, Liverpool. Good God. Hard to commentate on this, guys, because it's just a barrage of Liverpool pressure. Mecha there, just soft. The young Liverpool lad was just stronger than him. That's poor from Lucas Mecha. Got to hold the ball up better than that. Got to hold the ball up better than that, Lucas Mecha. Mecha gives the ball away. The young lad from Liverpool takes it off him. Mecha goes down holding his ankle. There was nothing to it. And then Rio Engamo zips past Jayden Bogle and a free kick to Liverpool. Yeah, and Gabby's going to come off. Here we go. Absolutely typical. Gabby's now gone to the floor. Month left. Let's hope it's not bad, but I don't like how he landed on his back. Or is it his leg? No, it's his hamstring. Feeling his hamstring. So it's not even his back anymore. It's his hammy. Fucking brilliant. Excuse my French. I thought it was his back, but it's not. Bornau ready to come on. God. Let's hope he's okay, but never a good indication when you're going down holding your hammy. Bornau looks ready to come on. Not great when you're trying to pass out from the back, or at least try get out. With the greatest respect to Bornau, it's not done anything wrong, but it's going to be tough, this. But they're not going to risk him, I don't think. He's just going to come off. I just hope he's all right. Just hope he's all right. Pitch don't look great, does it? And there he goes. Gabby's coming off. Gingerly. And he doesn't look happy. Matty, where did I blame him for getting injured, mate? Where did I say it's Gabby's fault for getting injured? Didn't say it once, mate. That's just pure frustration. Can't believe it. Yeah, I'd honestly, I'd rather have Lanu on there. You know, as a left back, I thought he looked good in that last game. Ball now, interesting. Don't really know how we're setting up now, to be honest with you. Maybe it's Justin at left back, ball now, centre back. I don't know. Szoboszlai headed out. Rio Engamo. It's just cat and mouse, this. It's just cat and mouse. Oh, right. Stack. Tanaka gives it away again. Liverpool get it back. Okay, Leeds win it. James does well. Right to tackle. Can Leeds just get out a little bit here? James does really well. Brilliant, James. On his right side. Look how much better he looks over there. Does well. And Kirkes gets ahead of Bogle. Really good from Dan James, though. Really good. Cole's in the build now. Cole, Leeds are waiting on our new goalkeeper. I love pre-season tryouts. I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure after that Goodmanson injury. Never adds up. We batter someone and we think we're going to win the league. We lose, we're getting relegated. See you in Dublin. You are right, Cole. The thing in football is don't get too high Ooh, ball now nearly ahead on goal. And there's a Leeds player that's gone down now. I think it hit Ampadu. That looked like it was going goal bound from Bornau and it hits Ampadu in the face. Goal kick. Yeah, don't get too high with Leeds. Don't get too low with Leeds. Do you know what I mean? You've got to kind of, I've kind of learned that in the content creation space. You can be excited, but, you know, yeah, we've got to keep our feet on the ground a lot of the time, haven't we? With situations, you know, you can't be going and beating some. To be fair, I don't think a lot of people are like that, but yeah. Stack loses out again to the young man in midfield. And here come Liverpool again. Transition. Leeds have got a few forward. Rio Ngamoa. Cutting inside. Up against two Leeds players. Drilled across. Just needed a tap in. Gone toward the other side. Ngamoa is a real problem. What a superstar he is. Looks absolutely brilliant. Szoboszlai. Yeah, Leeds can't handle the young man on that right-hand side at the minute. Like Ngamoa again. I tell you what, I feel sorry for Bogle here. Ngamoa up against Bogle. Doubled up on by Stack. Liverpool in it again. Metch can't keep hold of it. Liverpool again. Frimpong. Oh, God. I honestly don't think Leeds have kept the ball for more than 3 passes in genuinely 20 minutes. 20, honestly. 20 minutes, I don't think we've kept the ball 3 times, genuinely. 3 passes, I don't know if we've had collectively in 20 minutes. Verts. Frimpong. $68 looks decent on there. Might have to start reading a few comments out here. Just start talking about something else. Oh, God. Connor, can you Google what a preseason friendly is so we can calm the chat down? Yeah, guys, don't be making outlandish opinions. You got to think, Leeds United right now playing with Dan James effectively and Lucas Metra up top. We've got to calm down a little bit here. We've got to calm down a little bit. Don't be taking major conclusions from Liverpool. I really wouldn't. It's not the right way of going. Okay, Leeds break away with it. Anton Stack gets robbed by Kirkes, who's just a lot quicker than him there. I think it's just we're just not looking good here. I think that's what's probably annoying people a little bit. And we can't actually keep hold of the ball, which is naturally going to annoy fans. Verts. Ball over the top. Ngamoa. Frimpong. Ball in. Brilliant goal. 2-0. 2-0, and 2 of the Leeds players look like they're injured. Verts with a second, and Leeds there's no other way of putting this, guys. Leeds are getting absolutely battered. Leeds are getting they're like there's no way of even looking at this, to be honest with you. Leeds are getting battered. If you don't laugh, you're not going to cry. It's a preseason friendly, but I don't really know what else to say. It's a lovely ball in by Frimpong. Again, the ball's played centrally. We said this with the Wrexham game and the Sunderland game. There's too many times in preseason, in my opinion, when the ball is getting pulled back to that central space. We even saw it with the first goal where Leeds are second to the ball. We saw it too many times against Wrexham. We've seen it too many times today where that ball is getting put into that centre spot and the opposition team are getting there before Leeds United. And invariably, it's going to be a key opportunity on goal. We've seen Rio Ngamoa now put 2 balls into that central space, and Liverpool just haven't got there. That's 2 other balls that have just been put onto the penalty spot for Liverpool to go and attack. Happened in the Wrexham game, I would say 5 or 6 times. They were getting to the byline. They were cutting it back. Leeds have got it. This can't seep into it. You see patterns in pre-season to how Leeds are playing. They're not invariably just going to change the whole structure and framework. And now there's another Leeds player down. It's Ampadu. It's Ampadu down, and it's his hamstring now. Looks like, or it looks like something muscular. God, Tariq, bless him. Every time a Leeds player goes down, he's going up to him just saying, "Is everything all right?" Oh dear. Well, that's the Leeds player. It's a fucking Leeds player. They're just ramming into each other. You just can't believe it. You can't believe it. Leeds, but I don't know if it's Tariq, and I think Tariq's just. I think he's tried to get the ball and he's got Ampadu. Hopefully he's all right, Ethan. Looks okay. Is he all right? Yeah, looks okay. Looks okay. Yeah, the pitch is absolutely shite. For some of you Americans, where is this pitch? Where is it? Are we still in New Jersey or are we in Chicago here? I think it's Chicago. Look at the pitch. Look at the difference. But to be fair, the Liverpool players seem all right with it, don't they? What I don't understand is, I don't understand why he brought ball now on. I don't understand that. You know, Lanu on the bench, I thought he was really good against Sunderland. I thought he was good. Like, don't understand that. You've got a player who can actually play out as a left-footed player. What is it with us and just not having left-footed players? I don't understand. It's like a curse of Leeds United. Lanu, I thought he looked decent on the ball. Get him on the pitch as a left-sided player. Build out from the back. Help James, who for some reason is on the left. Yeah, we need to get better. Tanaka's been poor. Really poor. Really, really poor. Just crap on the ball. Not aware, slow, sluggish. Tanaka's not been good, which is killing us when it comes to tempo. Yeah, I'm not blaming the pitch at all. I'm really not. Because like you say, it's the same for both teams. Liverpool seem all right. Moving at rapid speed. Kirkes. Oh, plays the ball into the box. Tanaka, come on, Tanaka. Goodness me, he's miles off it. Brilliant from Metro. What a touch that is for Stack. The pitch again holds up the ball. It's like a swamp. Metro, I think James is going to be offside, isn't he? No, he's not. I'm surprised at that. Tanaka, good ball. Stack, the pitch is holding up again. The bounce, like the ball goes forward, the ball goes forward, it bounces and then goes back instead of going forward. The pitch is shit. The pitch is shit. But as I say, Liverpool are playing a lot of ball on the ground, so it doesn't make that much of a difference. Whereas Leeds are trying to go over the top, so it holds up a little bit more. The ball's just bobbling. Look at it on the pitch; it's bobbling. Stack, Bogle, again. Yeah, I don't know. Where's James? Where's the attacking players? Metro stood there by himself. Ngamoa tackled. Well done by the referee. Well done. Just keeps it going. Look how it just caught up there on the pitch. It caught up and then it was supposed to bobble like that. You know, like a ball bounces out of play. It went like that and it just bobbled. Just catches up on the pitch. Four minutes added on. Don't know why they need to add 4 minutes on. Just stop it at 45. Do. Ball back to Cairns. Stack better from Leeds. Ball over the top. James, good touch. Ball catches up again. Sorry, it's just bothering me now because I keep focusing on it. Good from James. Cuts inside. Bobbles. Maybe just when you've got better technical players, it doesn't matter as much. Stack goes for goal. Good effort. At last, the shot. Well done from Stack. Good effort. Don't mind that. And then James Justin just loses it, looks up at the crowd as the Liverpool player comes away with it. I would really have liked to have seen Lanu on the pitch on that left-hand side, not James Justin, I'll be honest. I wonder if it's windy. Anyway, I'm not gonna keep going on about the temperature. James been our best player. I think that's fair. Tyler. I think he has. Yeah. Yeah, I think James probably has. Midfield's getting absolutely ran over. Good effort from Stack, though. Ingamoa. I think their midfielders. I think Verts has looked good as well. Verts has looked really good. Verts and Ingamoa have been the standout to me. Saboslai, ball into the box, lovely ball. Back post. Over the top. From Kirkes. Goal kick. Yeah, garbage in midfield it is. We're getting torn apart in midfield here. Tino says get Longstaff on. I don't think Longstaff makes that much of a difference. Maybe legs ahead of Tanaka, maybe. But we literally cannot get hold of the ball at the minute. So I don't know if Longstaff comes on and makes a massive difference there. But yeah, it's a bit of a struggle, this, isn't it, lads and lasses? It is a pre-season friendly, but yeah. I think there's been a couple of interesting moments with Maharamovic as well. He is getting dragged by Verts and Isak as a separate pairing, and he's getting dragged. Tariq, he's getting dragged and they're spinning off behind him. Isak is just spinning off behind him pretty much every single time. Tanaka balloons the ball into the air again. Mecha does something with it. Stack wins it. Well done, Mecha and Stack. Brilliant feat from Anton. Does really, really well there. And it's cut out again. But yeah, Tariq again, don't want to get too hard on him or anything like that. And we won't. It's a corner to Leeds. Won't get, but then you maybe see, as every player, no player's indestructible, but you're seeing a little bit of Tariq. He's getting dragged out by Isak, and Isak's just spinning off him at the minute. Cheers to the mods as well, guys. Yeah, Mecha doing what he can. I think Mecha's been good. I do think Mecha's been good. Ball played in. Cleared. Dan James. Looked out of play. It's done. Oh, thank God. Thank God, half time. Flipping heck. That was a tough one, wasn't it? That was a tough one. Leeds United 2-0 down, and it's a battering. It's an absolute battering. It's 2-0. It's not been great. Gabby Goodmanson's gone off injured. Ampadu's pulled up. Yeah, not been great. What I would say, everybody, I think what we've got to do is not make these harsh judgments on players right now in pre-season. I mean, we, as in a lot, the Leeds fan base is an emotional bunch, and I get that. I get that you'll be frustrated with what you're seeing. You got to think this isn't going to be the situation come game week 1. All right, come game week 1. Don't be too. We're all right to just look at patterns in games and see maybe where things aren't working. And we've done that, but we're not going too over the top here. You can't be going too over the top. There are certain things of which you look at and you go, yeah, there definitely needs to be improvements there. But I'd advise you all not to. I don't think it's the right thing to be going out. It's my opinion anyway, and slagging them all off in pre-season. You know, Tanaka's crap, you know, so-and-so's crap, not good enough, all this sort of stuff. And look, I know I've said that before. I've said before, you know, I think, you know, James and Aaronson, there should be a conversation about them leaving the football club. That's only to benefit the football club. You know, what I'm saying is I don't think you can cast judgment on players playing football right now in this game as your end judgment. You know, it's going to be very, very different come game week 1. Yeah. Don't get too caught up on it, I'd say. Don't get too caught up on it. Let's have a look what you're saying in the chat, shall we? Let's have a look. Connor, how does a bad pitch change the way we play? Well, I think that a lot of the time, what you've got to look at, Rajiv, is we're not as good as them on the ball. There is a directory for Liverpool to be playing through the lines. Leeds can't do that against the Liverpool side with this sort of pressure and associated with Andoni Iraola. You can't do it. So what Leeds are going to be doing is a lot of the time we're going to be playing the ball. That's why Dan James is on the pitch, and you're going to be getting one of the centre backs or one of the centre midfielders basically trying to crossfield ball it to Dan James for him to invert and maybe take a pot shot or slide Metcher in. That appears to be the tactic. So if you're Liverpool and you're playing between the lines with high quality players who are indoctrinated to do that already under Andoni Iraola in pre-season, they're going to be a little bit zippy. If you look at Liverpool as well in build-up, they're very close together, whereas Leeds United are quite sparse, which basically means where Leeds United are sparse, there's more unforced errors that can happen. Liverpool are a lot more compact in build-up in that central area. You know, they've got a lot of players. They've got 3 or 4 in build-up in that central area. Leeds, they can sometimes be Stack here, Tanaka here. You can have James over there. So there's more room for Liverpool to intercept the ball, room for Liverpool to press, and more room for error for Leeds United on the ball. So it's very difficult when you have got 2 teams with complete varying styles and complete varying ability. And a lot of people will be like, well, Connor, it's the same for 2 teams, but it's completely different for 2 teams as well because of the style completely. You know, is a team, 15 to 16 years ago in Stoke, is it going to be different for Stoke style of play wise, playing at the Britannia as it is Arsenal under Arsene Wenger playing at the Britannia 15 years ago? Of course it is. It's conditions, it's the pitch, it's everything. So if we had the same style of play, if we had the same technical ability, then you can judge it, but it is quite difficult. And basically, you can see the pitch holding up quite a bit, which means when that ball is played long for these Leeds United players, it's very, very difficult to get under control in our system because that ball's played long. Invariably, there's a press. There's not a lot of players near James and Metcher, so you've not got those second ball runners. There's a swarm of Liverpool players, and they're just waiting on your mistake. And invariably, they're better players than what we have on the pitch anyway. Yeah, it's very difficult. It has to go perfect for Leeds United to be getting the complete grasp of this pitch. Gabe says, Connor, my friends have screenshots. Why are mods banning people and timing them out for saying, how do we report mods? Well, I don't know. Why do you want to report mods? I don't know. Hit the like, people. Yeah, dudes are solid people. Thank you so much. Commentators confirmed Trafford. I've not seen anything on that. Maybe it should be on socials. I'm not sure. I need to have a look now. All looks laboured pre-season. I guess that's kind of where I'm at 6, to be honest. Fark talks about ambition, says John. What ambition to play one of 2 ways? Come on, can't be the only one who thinks this. What do you mean, mate? What do you mean? I'd end the game right now, to be honest, as long as you've got all those players healthy. Let's go through the goals. Szoboszlai flicked on into the middle of the box by Kirkes, I think it was, and then Chambers put the ball in the back of the net. That was terrible defending. Awful. Really bad. The ball from Szoboszlai, it's not even beating the first man. Is it Kirkes? Holds off Stack. Stack should be more aggressive there. The ball's bounced twice before it gets to Chambers on the penalty spot, and it's put in. It's poor. It's poor defending from set pieces for Leeds United. It's not good. And invariably, you will have to look at pre-season and think Leeds in 3 games have now conceded so far 6 goals. 6 goals. So it's probably the most in our little group, I presume. Wrexham, Liverpool, Sunderland, I presume it's the most. But yeah, so that needs to be looked on. So objectively, when you're looking at the game, objectively, I should say, when you're looking at the game, you're looking at certain areas. Leeds need to improve on that. Leeds need to improve on that, but you're hoping they will. But the byline cutbacks we've seen are maybe parts that have worried me a little bit in pre-season. The byline cutbacks have happened far too often. It happened with it happened with Wrexham multiple times. Let's have a look at this goal against the ball. Stack loses the ball, throws his arms in the air. They don't react. Isak gets to the corner, plays the ball back, verts. It's lovely football by Liverpool. Ball chipped over to the back. It's a brilliant ball in by Frimpong. And then Bornau just stuck in the mud, looking at it. I know his body takes him one way, but he's stuck, absolutely stuck on the ground. Wirtz gets a run on it. It's a lovely finish. It's a brilliant goal by Liverpool. It's one-touch brilliance. But again, Leeds have got to defend the penalty area better. They've got to defend better. 5 goals, I think it is. Was it 3 against Wrexham? 3 against Wrexham, Ryan. 2 now. Oh, it was 5, yeah. Sorry, mate. In my head, it was Sunderland, yeah. But yeah, you're right. 5 goals. Connor, look back at last preseason, completely different. Yeah, and do you know what as well? What I would say is invariably, like if Farker and everybody are watching this game, right, and you're all worried, and we're all, or not all worried, but you're all looking at it and thinking, oh no, oh this, that, and the other. And there are parts that Farker needs to sharpen up on, evidently, because we're conceding a similar type of goal in preseason, which needs to be worked out on. Of course, it does. But maybe you're now going to get Leeds being a bit more reactive. I think Trafford will come in, and I think then you're going to start seeing, hopefully, you're going to start seeing this sort of like snowball effect of transfers coming in. But I think we'll look back on this on the 2nd of August, and we'll be thinking to ourselves, like, were you really, really hyped up by that Sunderland win? I didn't think that was great. I didn't think that was great. But I wasn't then low on the Wrexham game either. There was no difference in feeling for me between the Sunderland win and the Wrexham loss. And I know you're going to think that's mental because it's a loss and a win, but it's preseason to me, so neither game really mattered. There wasn't like that much difference in performance levels for me. Few of the same mistakes, few of the same positives. I guess if we're to drag positives out today, I think Metch has been really good, much better hold-up play. Metch has actually had a couple of really good opportunities. He had that shot at goal, the header. The only thing I will say about Lucas Mecha is he is right now up against 2 kids, so the hold-up play is going to be very different to what it would be against, let's say, like a Van Dijk or a Gomez or whoever the hell it is at the back for Liverpool nowadays. You saw that against I think it was Sunderland, where he was really struggling with that hold-up play against like Dan Ballard. So when he's up against those senior players, that's where we need to see a little bit more of Mecha. But he's done well. James has done well. I don't like him off the left. I don't understand the left thing. Dan James should be on the right if Dan James is playing football, because he's a runner. So you play the ball ahead of Dan James so he can run onto it. So the left thing doesn't make sense for me. If you've got a player on the left, it should be Willian Yonto. And I think so far the best player on the pitch has been Rio Ingamoa. I think that's a fair assessment, really. Hi, Draftneck. Yeah, need a few left backs, don't we? Any legs in the DCL to Brighton rumours? No, there aren't, mate. Kind of thoughts on Ellen Road expansion? Looking forward to it, mate. Yeah, more Leeds fans in can't be a bad thing, can it? Owen says, Connor, apart from Maharimovic, this is the team that started last season trying to play a game that plays out from the back and failed. What do you think has changed to make this team better this season? I think I know what you mean there, Owen. I don't think there's that much difference to how we're playing, mate. I mentioned this in the Sunderland breakdown. I still think we are going long. I think there is a little bit more pragmatism in terms of us playing out from the back. There has to be owners on the players as well at some point. When you don't think you can play out from the back, you got to make that decision yourself. It can't all be down to Daniel Farke, but there does need to be instruction there. I've mentioned several times that there needs to be runners. There needs to be runners in and around the striker with these long balls, But Maharimovic is in, isn't he? Trafford's in. Wilson's in. I think that's a good start. But again, you're 50% of the way through your incomings. You're not even 50% of the way through your incomings there. So, yeah, I don't disagree with a lot of you saying that more needs to happen. I completely agree. I think a left back, 2 goalkeepers, left back, 2 goalkeepers, a striker, left winger, and a central midfielder. I think 6 need to come in. And I'll be holding the club to that. Not in a, oh, you better do, but that's kind of what I said. So I'm gonna stand on that, really. But yeah, preseason games, you can't really take that much from it. I think as well, you've had Wrexham beating Leeds, Wrexham beating Man United. I think SCR will be a positive thing for Leeds. I think SCR will be a really positive thing for Leeds, to be honest with you, especially with the stadium expansion and what we're trying to do with Leeds. LUFC Bobby says these next attacking signings are so important. They are, mate. They are. They're massive. They're absolutely massive. Again, it's we like Noah. Noah's insane. He's not insane, but Noah's a good footballer. Hit form at the end of the season. Are there players out there that are better than Noah Okafor? There are. Are there better players out there that are available right now for the right price? There are. We know what we're talking about. There are match winners who are available for a price if you can afford it. Again, you've got to match that with your outgoings. If you can't get the right price for outgoings, you're going to struggle with just constant incomings with no outgoing stream of cash. But yeah, there are massive influxions that can really help this Leeds side. I think Harry Wilson in the long run will be an excellent signing for Leeds. I like the unlocking potential of Bogle on that right-hand side. I like Tariq. Biol's still got to come back. He's absolutely massive in our defence. I think that's obvious. Look, if we're to play with the back four, I would be playing with Gabby, Tariq, Biol, and Bogle. That would be my back four. That literally would be my back four if I was going with the four. So I don't know if Farke's going to go with that, but that'll be interesting if he did go with the back four. And that's how good our defense is when you're putting Joe Rodon as third ranked, in my opinion. When you're putting him as third ranked, that's how good the defense is. But yeah, going forward to use, they need another 9 because you can't solely rely on DCL this season. You've got to prepare for failure. That sounds awful, but you've got to do that in all positions. Noah can't get past consistently 65 minutes. You've got to look at that. Why is that? What's going on? Do you then go in and bring a left winger in? I think you do. I think left winger was always more important than a cam because Brendan Aronson and whoever is roaming into that central attacking midfield role, even if it is Harry Wilson at points, which I think he will do to connect with the striker and the left winger, is there, and it's going to fit our system. I don't think that's as paramount as going out and getting a left winger. You got to get a 9. It's huge. I agree with you. It is massive. The attacking department's huge. They've got to get it all right. They have got to get it all right. Okafor's good to have there. DCL's good to have there as massive foundations and players who we can rely on and trust to a certain extent. But Leeds have got to evolve. They've got to evolve this season. Fraser says, just to thank you, Connor, for the endless day-to-day Leeds information and live watch-alongs. You are the #1 Leeds YouTuber without question. Well, thank you, Fraser. I know there is different, people for different people, and they all do a brilliant job. But thank you, mate. That's always a nice compliment. It's a lot. I think it's been quite consistently a lot as well. I've been so consistent with this Leeds content and my other channel the other channel's new, but it's hard. It's hard sitting in front of these cameras and doing this again, but we love it. But if there's ever a mistake from me, it's hard a lot of the times. You're like, have I said the wrong thing? But you are just being honest. You're trying to be evaluative. You're trying to be professional. Professionalism for me is a massive thing. And it can be hard. Yeah, it can be hard. But we're back here with a new season. And I literally, I'm so thankful to every single one of you that allow me to do this as my living. You're all amazing. Honestly, every single one of you, I really, really, really mean that. I pinch myself. I imagine, your job, just talking about, you've got a brilliant little community, people like Fraser, people like Bobby, people who I know, Sujal, etc. An amazing community. And I speak to a lot of you more than I speak to my mates, honestly, which is weird. So maybe we need to get a room. How about that? I'm joking, but it's weird. So yeah, it's a very new digital world of which I'm part of right now. So ask me 10 years ago that I'd be doing this, I'd be thinking, shut up, you muppet. So there we go. But thank you a lot. I really appreciate it. Honestly, been genuine. Thank you. Right, we're off. I think. Have we started? No, not yet. They're out for the second half. Thanks, Emre. Jack as well, mate. Thank you. Oh, right. Darren. Lewis, thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate that. Thanks, pal. Thank you. Bryn keeps saying the LUFC, you are the one lead. Yeah, Josh. I've not seen anything of this, you know. I've not seen anything of this, the Bryn Law thing. You guys might be right. Darren says we just like your haircuts. Thanks, mate. I get a lot of abuse for my hair. I don't know why. I think it's just from a legion of bald people. But I'm not really sure. I'm joking. I'm joking. We love baldies. I've got 2 baldies who are in my family. So there you go. Hopefully they're not watching this. They probably will be. Yeah, I keep going on and looking for like a here we go for James Trafford, or like at least that he's signing. There's loads of people saying Bryn Law, and there's loads of people saying this Bryn Law thing. So I don't know. Don't know. City fans aren't happy though. Thanks, Jack. Aaron says Roden over Beale in the back 4 corner is pace essential in the Prem. I get that, mate. I get that. Right, we're about to kick off. Can the mods put Connor on timeout for anti-bald comments? No, it's not anti-bald comments. I like bald people. There's nothing wrong with bald people. I will be bald one day, trust me. I know it's happening. Lewis Kumas. It's not Lewis Kumas, is it? It is. Is it Lewis Kumas? Yeah, Jason's kid, I think, although he looks really young. Has he got another kid? Is that Lewis Kumas? Can somebody tell me in the chat? I know he's been on loan in the Championship. I think it was at West Brom. Is that him? Some of you OGs will remember Jason Kumas, an absolute baller back in the day. Nothing wrong with being bald. I agree, Millen Chips. I agree. Let's not get all sensitive now. You can all go at my hair, but apparently I can't say some of you are bald. Tomatoes. Easty says, Connor, who's your favourite mod and why is it me? There you go, mate. Just answered your question. Joking. Cole says, these Liverpool fans are absolutely smashed, aren't they? Look. Cole says, Connor, are you and the old man covered for Dublin against the scum? Let us know. I'm not, mate. No, I'm not. I just can't afford it, pal. Can't afford it. It's I am going to the Leipzig game, though, which is pretty cool. Bringing my family along, which I'm really excited for. There's a lot of us going to that, which would be quite nice. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a bit of a like insular when it comes to going to Leeds games. I'll normally go there with my hat on and a hood up and just sit there by myself if I ever go. I'll be getting to a few more games this year, though. I'm going to make it priority to try and get to a few more. It was literally Watchalong Central last season, and I do miss it. Honestly, I do. I do miss going down a lot. But, you know, I've got an online community here, haven't I? So you've got to balance it out. Got to balance it out. But no, mate, can't afford it, Cole, unfortunately. I didn't call you Baldy. Oh, Stephen, can it? Well, don't worry, mate. It's not... yeah, it's not meant in that way, mate. I'll have to get in contact with my own HR, I guess. Connie look like Harry Wilson. Okay. It's interesting. I get called Princess Diana, then Harry Wilson. ACL says, what do you think, Connor? This is taking ages to kick off, by the way. I don't know what's going on. It feels like a different lead side compared to last season. I know it's preseason, but it seems like Farken wants to switch to more possession-based style of play. We will see. We will see, won't we? I think it's always going to be a bit of a testing ground preseason for things, and you would hope that leads to doing some of the things that we know, the things that we're aware of in terms of the style of play and not changing it over. I don't think we will. I think he'd be daft to, because he has to know as an intelligent man that Farker is, that we do not have the technical bodies to do this. And if we do start seeing that, I think Leeds need a much higher level of technical player to be able to start playing out from the back. I mean, yeah, stinks of naivety. And we found that out with the first games up until November, where people, including myself, were rightly saying Daniel Farker needs to be relieved of his duties. Because he just wasn't showing any adaptation, and we were just getting popped off every single week because we were playing out from the back. You carry on doing that, we're getting relegated, mate. And then he adapted. Brilliant. Brilliant. Well done. You know, went to that 3. It worked. You got to stick to it. Got to stick to it. It's the absolute paramount. So we were all absolutely right with what we were saying. There was a lot of the community who were bang on with what they were saying. Carry on playing like this. We're going down. Go to a 3 at the back. Literally what everybody was saying with August onwards. It's bang on. It was absolutely bang on. So the community were the One Leeds community were absolutely bang on with that as well. And I was saying it, and yeah, the tapes are there. But yeah, as I say, if he wants to go back to that again, I would be slightly worried, to be honest with you. So we'll have to wait and see. What's going on here? Just play the game. Why do we're just looking at Liverpool? The Leeds have taken about 4 years to come out. Right, Harry Wilson's there. Thank God. Brendan Aronson. My God, it's Brendan Aronson. Aronson is there. Interesting. We've got Brendan Aronson. We've got Sean Longstaff, mate. Hi, I'm from the town. We've got Longstaff there. We've got Harry Wilson. And we've got DCL. Woohoo! How many more injuries can we get this half? I'm going with 3. I'm joking. What is Bryn Law? It's a great question, Jason Cohen. What is Bryn Law? Can anybody answer? Jason, we don't want to know what Bryn Law does, but what is Bryn Law? What is Bryn Law? Does anybody know what Bryn Law is? A man? A myth? What is he? Yeah, Stevie's just gone with the Leeds journalist there. Yeah, okay. That announcer on ESPN said we're going in for US men's national keeper Matt Freeze. I don't know if any of you guys have been serious here. What is a Bryn Law? That's such a great question. Such a great question. He's a person. We lost him in the Bryn Law final to Wrexham. He's theirs now. Yeah, true. Yeah, he's gone. Right, we're starting off. Jesus, that was the longest half time since the World Cup. I don't know what they were doing, but we've got some changes, everybody. We have got Dominic Calvert-Lewin up top. We've got Harry Wilson. We've got Brendan Aronson. And we've got Sean Longstaff. So a few changes for Leeds United there. Let's see if it makes any difference. Harry Wilson going up against his old club, of course. Yeah. A lot of people talking about us needing a new left back. Thank God Florian Wirtz has gone off. We needed Wirtz to go off. That was becoming a bit of a problem, to be honest with you. But yeah, Liverpool kicking off. We will be doing a match review after this as well, everybody. How exciting. Just getting back into the rigmarole of the season stuff. Leeds pressing high. We'll do a pre-record, though, so you don't have to listen to my waffle. How has Mihajlovic been? Okay. Not a standout in the last game, I don't think. But he is coming up against probably one of the more talented strikers in world football, and Isak's peeled off him a couple of times, and he's been dragged out. Been a bit more difficult. Again, look how Justin has to cut back here. Can you see how Justin has to cut back there? Every single time. He's won a free kick, but you see how Lanu on that left-hand side, if you guys are watching it in sync with me, don't know what Frimpong's chirping on about there, but Lanu will be able to get the ball out of his feet and just whip it in with his left foot. What Justin has to do on the left-hand side as a right-footed player is just circle all the way back around and then try and get it in with his right foot. It's just completely, it'll halt Dominic Calvert-Lewin's run. It'll halt the runner's runs. You need a left-footed player on that left-hand side. But free kick to Leeds. Sean on for it. Sean Longstaff. Sails out of play, doesn't reach anybody. Hideous ball in. Harry Wilson, brilliant little closing down on Kirk. Is that again? I'm asking the question: why is Harry Wilson not taking free kicks, and we've got Sean Longstaff on free kicks? Again, makes me wonder a little bit. Are we talking about this? Are we having this chat in pre-season? I don't know about who's taking free kicks. You'd presume so. Leeds got a lot more intensity about us now, though, which is good. And we've won it back again. James Justin, can we get a shot off at goal? He can. Justin, unlucky. Better from Leeds, though. Hey Connor lad, any chance of a mod chat and possibly yourself being set up? Yeah, I'll get to it, mate. I will, Cloud. Cloud, I'm sure you can see what's going on here, mate. I've got about 4 screens open. I am watching the game. I'm trying to communicate with no disrespect, mate. I will. I might have to just do that off air for when I'm not live, basically setting up a watch long chat and doing all this sort of stuff. It's going to be a bit hard for me to do. Send me a DM, mate, on socials and we can sort it out. Who's that then? Who's took that extra touch? That Tariq. Tariq nearly got us in trouble there. So James has gone off. Stack's gone off as well for Longstaff, presumably. Brandon obviously on. And Harry Wilson. Good God. Cairns is so bad with his feet. Bless him. He's so slow with his feet. Like, you know, the passing, this is where we're going to appreciate Trafford so much. When you're a goalkeeper, if you've got, let's say, 2 split defenders, right? You've got a centre back right footed, centre back left footed. Where do you want to place the ball if you're a goalkeeper? And these are the specifics that I know for a fact that they look at in goalkeeper training. You play the ball to the front step of the player running onto it. If you're trying to play out from the back, you play the ball to their front step so they can run onto the ball. So they don't have to basically jerk back, get into position, and then move the ball forward themselves. By that point, against the pressing team in the Premier League, like Liverpool, they're just going to be closed down. Cairns, it's definitely ability, but Cairns cannot play that ball to the defender's instep. He can't do it. Keeps playing it behind the centre back, which is causing Leeds all sorts of problems in build up. You need 5 screens, Connor. I know, mate. Dave says, Connor, I don't put too much importance on friendlies, but the pressure will be huge on Farker if we don't start. Yeah, completely agree, mate. The expectations are different. You know, you're buying James Trafford for 45 million quid and Tariq and Harry Wilson. The pressure's always going to be there with Leeds. And the pressure should be there with Leeds because guess what? We're a massive club and that has to continue. Guys, that's annoying. I will just say there is 1,600 of you in the chat. 1,600 of you in the chat. Can I please get 1,600 likes from all of you guys? There's half of you who've liked the video. It's absolutely free. Helps the channel. If you sat there watching it, just go and do it. I know you'll be watching the game. It's dead easy. The mods want a pay rise. A pay rise. Big throw. Ampadu. Good throw that from Ampadu. I thought Leeds had got a touch on that, but it is a corner. It's been much better from Leeds. Much better from Leeds. Do you think we should look at Romano Schmidt? Good shout, Remy. Yeah, blast from the last season rumor mill past. I like Romano Schmidt. Looked really good, didn't he? I think he's had a good season. I'll have to have a look at his data again, but no, mate. I've got a you know the one I'd be going for, mate. Mods getting a lot of crap in the comments, aren't they? Poor mods. Deck easy, Cloud. I love you all, lads. I know you do a sterling job. Don't worry. All of you are testing the mods. They didn't sign up for this. Ball flicked in. And Mohamed Ashvili, pretty comfortable there between the sticks. Gurkha's fouled. Yeah, but it's Cairns is bless him. He's causing us a few problems there. Wilson on corners, good thing. Have I missed something about Perry, says Nath, because he's not playing? I think, to be honest, mate, what we're looking at Perry going to Torino, aren't we? Pretty imminently. So that's probably why. Leeds win a free kick. HN says any improvements? Yeah, there has been. Touch there from Harry Wilson. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Ooh, unlucky Dominic Calvert-Lewin. First time we've seen Harry Wilson and DCL linking up there. That was good. A little bit quicker as well. Yeah, there's definitely been improvements. I mean, we've actually got out of our half, mate. So that's the. Don't know if DCL's gone for a cross there, to be honest with you. Can't really see from the angle. Looks like a cross. DCL's first involvement, though, there. How come the team sheet hasn't been updated? We'll try sign out and sign in, mate. No, still hasn't worked. I'll have a word. Frimpong. Tackle. Well done, Brendan. Yeah, Leeds trying to play out from the back. They've actually done it really well there, but they've still got a way to go out of this press. And we'll kick it into touch. You can't always kick it out from the back. That is true. But, you know, when you've got Harry Wilson just literally right next to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, we can at least test it. It's clearly an encouragement to play out from the back. Alex says, Liverpool commentary said Trafford is due for a med. Yeah, that's what I've been told, mate. That's what I've been told. So that would align, I guess. Harry Wilson does really well. Wins a foul. Brilliant, Wilson. Brilliant. Oh, holding his groin a bit there. Hopefully he's all right. Fucking hell, this pitch is just killing us. It's absolutely killing us. I love Harry Wilson. Thanks, Creston. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that, buddy. How much do we love Harry Wilson? He's just a different level. Yeah, Lucas, exactly, mate. Bang on. Right, Wilson over it. Come on, let's actually have a decent ball in. It's a good ball. Oh, what is that? Bizarre. DCL's just defended that header. Strange. Really lovely ball in by Wilson. DCL's got his angles completely wrong there. He's like headed the ball almost out like a defensive header. Strange. You can tell like the grass is crap. Yeah, should have done better there, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Connor, have we paid too much for Trafford? No, we haven't. You should overpay for a keeper like him. He's that good, mate. He's that good. We've not. I don't think we've looked better. We've not looked good out of possession though in pre-season, which for me is a slight worry. It's a slight worry because that's your foundation, isn't it? We've not looked great out of possession. You know, there was a structure, wasn't there? A really good structure, I thought, for parts of last season. I think we've been quite easily cut through like this again. But yeah, that's the slight worry. I'll be honest with you. Liverpool pressing really well. Do 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 do. Yeah, left back feels important now. Let's hope Gabby's okay. Born out, cuts inside, does well. Cheeky from Bornau there. Be nice for us to get one. Ball played by Tariq. Who's this? Justin. There's the left foot, everybody. That's what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, you just don't get that with a left-footed player. See that? Exactly what that is. McGilligan 101 for the past 5 years on the channel. And that is, unfortunately, that's not just a speck of time. That is what happens when you get a right footer who's not that used to running and delivering and moving the ball quickly, but delivering that ball with real accuracy on his weaker foot. That's the problem. That is the problem. That's why I'd rather see Lanu. Like, again, Cairns, you've got Cairns between the sticks. Could we not have like a young keeper in there? Is there not a young keeper who's playing our style of football like we used to see with Bielsa? I don't know the young lad's name, but I'm sure he's very, very. I'm sure he's Irish. He's got an Irish name anyway. But he's got big potential about him. Like, why? I just don't understand. Like, why you'd have Cairns in there and maybe not one of the youngsters, you know, who knows how we play a little bit and is developing at Leeds United. Lanu is someone who we saw in that Sunderland game, can move with the ball really nicely at his feet. He's dynamic. He's a wide player. I don't understand why you won't put Lanu and that the other goalkeeper in. Don't understand why Cairns is continuing to play, because it's inhibiting our build up from the back, as is not having a left-footed player on that side in our build up and just us being forward in general. Leeds win the ball high. Ampadu, it's a chance for Leeds. And yay! It's Brendan Harrison. Great finish, Brendan. What a finish. Lovely. Leeds robbed them. Leeds robbed Liverpool. And Brendan Harrison. What a finish that is. Leeds have definitely got more intensity about them this half. Ampadu feeds the ball. Lovely way to pass. Brilliant finish by Brendan. Nutmegs the keeper. Excellent, Brendan Harrison. First touch, but yeah, all of his left foot as well. Love that, Brendy. Can we see a little bit more of that in the season, Brendan Harrison? Can I challenge you, like I challenged you post Newcastle, to perform like that? Maybe one or two more times and we didn't see it. Great for Brendan, though. Great finish. Sell him, says Ryan. Stock is high. A goal. Ryan, are we just avoiding relegation now? We're now winning the league, mate. We're only 2-1 down to Liverpool, and we've started the game a little bit better. Absolutely not, says Chris. Sell him on that. Yeah, he's got a goal now. Stock's high. Let's sell. In all fairness, I have mentioned this several times, but stuff like that is, again, look at Cairns. Look at Cairns. Look at his passing. Look at where he passes the ball from the goal kick. It's, oh man, it's killing us. Trafford's going to be like a breath of fresh air, man. He's going to be so much better in terms of build up. All of you just watch Cairns playing that ball out. Good God. I'm just happy that those fans out there have actually seen Leeds score a goal. It's nice. Oh, there's the goal running along the print. Well, Leeds are looking a lot better now. I don't what is going on with it. Oh, sorry, guys. What is going on? Yeah, that's the score. 3-0 Liverpool. Longstaff. Ampadu. DCL. I like their defender, you know. Don't know why DCL took 5 years there to pass the ball. Leeds. Didn't mean to do that. Leeds corner. But DCL had the option there to just play Harry Wilson in. He took like 15 touches and then, you know, he kind of narrowed the angle for himself. Aaron says, we need Pajal. We do, mate. What? We do, mate. You're right. Harry Wilson on it. Ball in. I'll tell you what, that was a dangerous looking ball by Harry Wilson. Headed out by Liverpool. Aronson did really well there, Brendan. He was getting pressed. Much better from Leeds. Probably a little bit closer to our first team, I guess, in comparison to Liverpool. But Brendan Aronson, jinx inside. Have a go. No, Brendan, have a go. Ampadu. Yeah, it's a bad pass that from Ampadu. He's never going to get that. Harry Wilson. But Leeds pressing really well. Really well. It's much better Leeds. The three originals said this half of the pitch is so much better condition. 100%, mate. LFC fans built Connor's graphics. You bang on. I think he has. Indeed. Better, though. Much better. Much better half. I mean, that was just an absolute mauling in the first half, let's be honest. 99% Liverpool. Joe Rodon does really, really well there. Really well. Rodon's almost like a right centre back at the minute. Ball in. Ooh, really good ball in there from Jayden Bogle. Good handling there by Mamadashvili. Liverpool coming away with it. There's a little bit less energy about Liverpool this half. I don't know if Ingamo has come off. I'm not sure. Okay, Liverpool on this left-hand side now. Kirkes overlapping. Bogle's having to get back. Kirkes, good ball in. Really good ball in. Headed back across. Good defending by Leeds. It's still live. It's all it takes for Liverpool if they can just get an opportunity, a gap here. Leeds back in numbers. Liverpool coming again. Pause. Ngamoa. In fact, I think it's Frimpong. Apologies. I think Ngamoa's off the pitch. Ball in. Back post. Ken saves. Claims well. Well done there, Cairns. Rodon. Harry Wilson. Does really well. That's a foul on Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson's been decked. I hope he's okay. Bit of a nasty one there by Soboslai. Andy says they're not getting time on the ball. Connor, Leeds high press works. Yeah, I mean, if they beat the press, we're in trouble, mate. We are in trouble. But yeah, I know what you mean. That was a good pause. Thanks, Jack. Jack, as well, I will get back in contact with you, mate. I don't know what you meant by that in terms of, I saw your last message. Just give me a follow-up email, mate. Alex Cairns. Longstaff. Oh, good football, Leeds. Good football. Really good from DCL there. Harry Wilson. Go on, Harry, lad. Oh, nearly. Leeds nearly. It's this shite pitch again, excuse my French. Leeds are playing some really good football there, actually. Intricate football. Dominic Calvert-Lewin put it in the position of Brendan Aronson. Aronson nearly gave it back to Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson nearly then gave it back to Dom to put it in the back of the net, but it's good defending. Good defending. Harry Wilson on the corner. Miles better from Leeds, this. Miles better. Wilson. Oh my God, what a ball in the box. What a ball in the box. No Leeds player there. God. It's where we need Beale, in it, people. It's where we need Beale. These balls in for Jacobiol would be absolutely sublime. Wilson finds Longstaff. Longstaff with a decent ball in. Goal kick. Wilson looks decent on the ball. Yeah, Wilson's a level ahead on the ball. Leeds free kick. 4 Liverpool subs coming on. I think this is probably needed from Andoni Iraola because yeah, they're not doing that well at the minute in terms of just getting out of what Leeds are doing. Really, Leeds haven't been that effective in terms of the final product, but I'm trying to think who's coming on here. Simicast, Harvey Elliott. Looks a bit like Connor Bradley, but I don't think he's fit yet. Goal scorer, I think. What are your thoughts on the youngster Mills and the Welsh left back during pre-season? I like Lanu. I'd hope that strange because I hope that we actually go out and get a specialist. I keep saying this, but a specialist, you know. Oh, Calvin Ramsey's on. Calvin Ramsey's a good player. But yeah, I'd hope that we'd go out and actually, you know, get a left-sided specialist. Cairns again, killing ball now with the ball out from the back. Can you guys actually see the balls out from the back from Cairns? Please tell me you can. I feel like I'm shouting into the void here. It's absolutely doing my tits in. It's not Cairns' fault. I think it's genuinely just ability. But just look where he's playing the ball to ball now. My God. Yeah, mate. Sorry, mate. I literally didn't see your point there. The chat's just gone. It's killed it. It's killed the chat. Apologies. You did say, what are your thoughts on youngster Mills and Welsh? Yeah, as I say, Lanu, I wouldn't have him. I don't know if I'd have him starting, but I wouldn't have him starting at all as backup. I think he needs to go out and get an actual specialist for decent value. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'd be playing him here ahead of Bornau. It's not because Bornau's bad, but you might as well just use a left-sided left footer. Here is ours. Brilliant touch by Justin. Ball it again. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Until I'm blue in the face. You'll always be able to get a runner, but on his left side, it's not going to be effective. Justin, simple ball there, I think, anyway. Relatively simple ball. First touch is brilliant from James Justin on his left side, but that ball, it's not good enough. It's not good enough on his left foot, and Dye intercepts it. Look like a relatively simple ball in front of Dominic Calvert-Lewin there. That is the difficulty with not having a left side. I've said it for 5 years, but there you go. Long throw coming in here. Let's make sure we're not counter-attacked on here because this keeps happening with the throw-ins. Ampadu ball in. Headed on. Yes! Yes! And it's worked. Brilliant. It's worked. Thank God. The throw-ins were getting counter-attacked on, and it's actually worked. Leeds United. Maharamovic getting the assist. He knocks it on. He's buzzing, and DCL at the back post. It's 2-2. Get in, Leeds. Much better. I've been genuine. Oh, no, it's not Maharamovic. It's Rodon. It's Rodon, I think. Knocks it on. It's Rodon. Yeah, well done, Joe. I was genuinely worried. I've been starting to get worried in pre-season with our throw-ins because we are just getting counter-attacked on. But with throw-ins, I'm like, is everything all right? Are we just not setting up in the right way? But brilliant. 2-2. Never say die, Leeds United, which was the fulcrum of his last season, wasn't it? 2-2. Here we go. We're winning it all. Europe, we're winning the league. 2-0 down. We were going down, isn't it? Oh, God. The fickle nature of football, everybody? Liverpool free kick. Now, will we step off like we did at points last season? Oh, dear. 2-2, eh? Who'd have funked it? Liverpool were absolutely plain sailing, weren't they? They were plain sailing at half-time. Ooh, Aaronson nearly nicks it. Barney says DCL is our Haaland man, but he is. He's massive. He's absolutely massive. Oh, Wilson nearly plays it in behind for DCL. Kirkes comes away with it, did well. Leeds win it back, though. It's not a foul. Referee's having a good game. He's having a really good game. Positive refereeing. Love to see it. Harry Wilson. Great for the fans out there. I'm buzzing for the fans out there. We've got some very, very loyal fans out in the States. Some very loyal fans out in the States. It's good to see because they'll be loving this. They'll be loving the goals. They'll be loving the drama. And they won't see a lot of Leeds. You know, they don't live 10 minutes down the road like a lot of you. It'd be brilliant for them to see this. Aronson, some really purposeful play there. Brendan Aronson plays the ball out. And then he goes again for the return. Aronson, ball in. Great ball in. Longstaff. Oh, the comeback of all comebacks. We are winning the Premier League, the Champions League, the World Cup club competition, whatever that shite is. Leeds United are winning the World Cup. We're winning the Euros, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. And the Ballon d'Or is going to Sean of Longstaffshire, who just scuffs in a left-footed stinker there past Curtis Jones. And Longstaff celebrates by just standing on the penalty spot. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Geordie aura. Look at that. Aye, mate, that's me. Fucking Sean. Don't call me Matty. There we go. That is 3-2 Leeds United. And is this a rendition of Istanbul, but the other way around? Never mind your 4-3 or your 3-3 against Milan and winning on penalties in the Champions League final. A friendly out in America, we were 2-0 down at half-time. 3-2. Good God. What a team. Goal, 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 goal. United are back. Leeds fans are delirious. It's 3-2. OMG. Aronson did really well there. Aronson's been very good since he's come on. Substitute, as I always said. I'm joking. It's not an as I always said. I hate that shit. And I even hate myself saying that shit. But I do think, there is something that Brendan Aronson can get in terms of impact off the bench. Brilliant. Brilliant there. Oh, DCL nearly held up. A little interception there from Harry Wilson. Knox going again. Aronson proving his value. Knox, let's not pretend he does this every week, mate. Let's not change the course of history. But to be fair, you did say he proving his value. That could have meant anything. Poor from DCL. Should have held that ball up, and Wilson looked very frustrated there. Longstaff's been very good since he's come on, to be fair. Aronson does well again, Brendan. Well done. Aronson, terrible, terrible from Justin on his left side again. Frimpong has put the ball down. Let's hope everybody's okay on the Leeds side. Change the score on your screen. I will do, mate. Don't you worry. Look at that. Goal, goal, goal. No worry, get a fix. Thanks to see you in here, mate. Oh, I live in Newcastle, says Jonathan, as a Leeds fan, and I've been saying to the Mags fans that they can take Longstaff back to replace Bruno. Yeah, just send us loads of money. Send us loads of money. Astral says change the score. You don't tell me what to do. But fair enough. Yeah, I've just done it. Mate, I've been spotting Aronson for a while. Yeah, that's fair enough, Knox. That's fair enough, mate. And you know what? I like that. I like that from you. So well done. Gav says, please, I hope we don't go all defensive. I like how Gav's thinking to himself, this is like a cup final. Gav's thinking, do you know what? Do not drop off here. Do not drop it off here. We need to preserve this to stay in Europe. Jeremy Frimpong off. Well, this is a little bit better, isn't it? This is a little bit better. Wilson nearly putting DCL in there. Right. We need to. We'll get like a. I know it's pre-season. But let's get a leveler with. I'm just going to turn this off for a second. I'm just going to talk to the camera, right? So I've just been sent a message on WhatsApp just about the mods and the deleting of comments and all of this stuff. Guys, you got to think the mods are doing a tiresome job, really, of scrolling through the chat and effectively moderating the chat. And there can be some absolute numpties in the chat a lot of the time, especially who spam, especially who do this, that, and the other. So let's have a little bit of a line in the sand right now. You're not going to be muted or banned or anything like this. And mods, do not be doing this. This is my official warning. Do not be doing this. Not official. Nothing's going to happen. But don't be doing this. And I think the mods are literally trying their best to moderate the chat so it's not offensive and there's offensive words and all that sort of stuff. But when something's in there that is offensive to the general community, the mods will remove that comment, okay, and remove that person. But if it's tame comments, I do not want them removed, okay? I do not want people like this being removed, okay? It needs to be something that doesn't need to be in there. We're trying to build a respectful community. We want a variety of opinions in there. So, mods, maybe I should have given you a little bit more guidance, but as I say, the tame comments, don't be removing all of them. That's what I'll be saying, because I don't think that's fair. But if they are offensive, if they are touching on a little bit controversial and maybe offensive, then yes, I understand that. But there is banter in there as well. So yeah, banter. But yeah, just wanted to put that out there. We will sort it out. I don't know why this has now become a thing. I don't know why this has now become a thing. It's not the mods' fault. It's not the people in the comments' fault. I think sometimes subjectivity in football, it's like, well, I find that offensive. Yeah, but that isn't offensive. It's I can be the hard master for this. So yeah, as I said, just think about the timing out. But at the same time, it's I want you all to really think about what you're putting in the chat. Use your brain. You're all a smart bunch. Harvey Elliott, shot at goal kick. No, the mods all do a good job. They all do a good job. There's loads of them. They're all good people as well, and they're all good. They're all big parts of the community. It's my fault for not giving them guidelines, to be honest with you. It's my fault for not giving them guidelines. So, yeah, we'll get in a little group chat or something like that afterwards. My instruction on socials for one of the mods, Deck or one of you, get us in a social chat, and we'll go over what's right and what's wrong in all the chats and stuff like that. We can't be mitigating it too much. Needs to be a bit of answer in there, of course, but then they are trying the best. So, right, Brendan Harrison. Good feet, shoot. Oh, have a shot, Brendan. You've done the hard parts. Brendan Harrison in a nutshell. He literally did the hard part, Brendan. Lovely bit of dribbling through the middle of the pitch. Shot opens up for him. Goes for the pass. Shoot. Oh, Brendan. Right on. Good football from Leeds. Harry Wilson. Leeds are preparing to bring Lanu on and Nonso. Bogle does really well. Drives past Calvin Ramsey, I think it is. And wins a corner. Well done. Scoreboard, please, Connor. Sorry. Yep. Longstaff is so underrated. He's playing well, isn't he? He's playing well. We are going to have a match reaction as well, everybody. So that will be out for you to obtain, you lucky sods. Do us a favor. There is 1,800 of you in the chat, everybody. A like means the world to me. If you do stick around after, there's 2,000 of you in the chat. Oh my God. Aren't you all great? Slap a like on the video. Comment as always, everybody. Let me know afterwards, what is your bedtime routine? Let me know in the comment section afterwards. And I'll like every comment. I want to know your bedtime routine. Not in a weird way. Just want to know what it is. Maybe I'll take some tips. Let me know that in the comment section below after this watch long is done. All right? There you go. Lanu's on. Former Manchester City product. Harry Wilson with a corner. Leeds completely different team in the second half. Much the better side. Harry Wilson. Ball in. It's another brilliant ball in. It's almost knuckleballed. Again, none of the Leeds players getting on it. Aronson twists and turns. Tackled. Does well, Brendan Aronson. Does really well. Really good impact from Brendan. Really good impact. Tom says 5-2 LUFC. Hope we run away with a big win. Big love to the mods. Yeah, big love to the mods. Knocked in. Headed across. DCL! It's 4. It is 4-2. My God, it's another knock on. And who said they don't work? The whole preseason, not a single throw-in has worked. Now DCL's on the pitch. It's 4-2. And that is, I think, a Tariq assist, which is good stuff. Tariq, look at him there, loving it. Brilliant from Bornau. Flicked on. How good's Wilson? How good is Wilson? Guys, how good is Harry Wilson? He has changed everything. I know DCL has, Cairns has come out. Cairns, man. Thank goodness Lewis Kumas didn't finish that. I mean, Cairns has just made his decision for him. Good. I actually don't think, bless him, Cairns could play at like League 2 level now. Look at Cairns here. Just comes out and just stands there. You've got to go get the ball, Cairns. You can't just stand in the middle of your penalty box there, mate. Good God. But yeah, absolutely class. I love Harry Wilson. I absolutely love him. He just calms everything down. He's so intelligent, just on another level. I just put on socials as well. I just put on social. Wilson's a level ahead on the ball. Decision making, weight of pass delivery, massive. Like, you just look, he just never panics. Never panics. Just a class above. He's so good. Such an important player. Well, it's 4-0 to Leeds in the second half, isn't it? Wow. Who'd have funked it, eh, people? Obviously, it isn't the first team. It isn't the first. Yeah, as JP says, what a strange creature preseason is. Yeah, I mean, what I'm not doing is taking a lot from this, if I'm honest with you. I don't think we can. Leeds have got nigh on. Apart from Beale, we've had pretty much like a variety of our first team on here. Liverpool have just got like a lot of kids out. You can tell they're not great on the ball here. I know they've had Szoboszlai, Gravenberg's on the ball now. They've had some first teams out. Curtis Jones on as well. But there is a lot of kids. A lot of kids. But it's good for Leeds as well. It's good having this understanding, I think. It's good having this understanding. Freddie says, going to see if Liverpool are falling apart. Dave's, is it Dave? Will I take Firpo back? No. David says, do we still need 6? Of course we do, mate. Of course we need 6 signings. That's also not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing, mate. Having a backup for DCL, having a left winger, centre mid, 2 keepers. Yeah, I think I said 6 there, didn't I? Yeah, of course we do. think we do. Minimum 5. Let's not make grand assumptions on us beating Liverpool in a pre-season friendly with heavily rotated teams. Let's not do that. It's just good to end the American tour. I'm just happy for the fans out there. I'm happy DCL's got a goal. Wilson just looks class. It just looks absolutely class. Really important. I think we'll win the series as it stands based on head-to-head. I'm not sure, mate. I don't even know where we are. I have just put on Twitter, though, I think we'll now win the Premier League. Well, this is a bit better, isn't it? Farker must have had a sharp tongue. Good to see you again, phrase. I don't know, mate. I just think that it's the flux, isn't it? It's the flux of what we've brought onto the pitch. Like, I think when you bring on Harry Wilson and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, you automatically just have that out ball, don't you? It's just really important. But yeah, I'm just buzzing for I know everybody else is buzzing, but like the American fans and fans across the world, really, this is why I hope Leeds carry on with all this sort of stuff in terms of just going around and, you know, being able to really, you know, put the Leeds United name out there, really. And going around the world to like Japan and stuff like that, and Oz again in Africa and other regions of the world. And I just hope the fans get to see like what the Americans have done here, you know, what the Americans have seen, because it's cool. They'll remember this forever, you know, 4-2 against Liverpool. It's major, isn't it? You know, especially when you don't go to see a match. I'm just happy for the fans, to be honest. And obviously, it was building up our fitness, getting up our confidence a little bit. And also, like, if we're to sign, like, Trafford tomorrow or something, it'll just be a good feeling, won't it? And then hopefully we can snowball into some others. Pajau! We are top on goals. That's good stuff. You'll never sing that. We've won the competition in the States. That's right. You'll never sing that. Do we get a trophy? Oh, Longstaff getting robbed there by Harvey Elliott. Gravenberch. Mike says, I'm American and have been a Leeds fan since 1997. Watch all games, buy kits, and always like your videos. Went to Tampa game. Wish I went to this one. I bet you do, Mike. Good to see you in here, man. Yeah, the Tampa bunch are great. And I'd love to. And I will. I'll go out and watch it at some point, maybe even this season. I'll go out for a weekend and watch it with some of the stateside-ers. Do you know what? I wish like Australia was closer. Even if we had some like a European contingent, I don't know if we have. Like, wouldn't it be great to have like the Italian Leeds fans and the Spanish Leeds fans, and there's a community? I'm sure there will be. It'll be more like expat areas though, won't it? I presume like Costa Brava and all that sort of stuff. Be great if they had like Barcelona or Madrid whites. That'd be cool. So I love going to those two places. Mix it in with the missus. Yeah, we've got a Barcelona. Oh yeah, what are you doing there? Just watching Leeds. All right. Good ball forward there by DCL. Harry Wilson anyway. Lovely ball forward by Wilson. And the referee's giving it the other way. Bizarre. Nonto rounded the keeper. It should have been 5-2 to Leeds. I don't know what the fuck. Excuse me. I don't know what the heck the referee's given there. Bizarre. According to AI, there is a trophy. Good stuff. Guys, we're nearly done on this video. Do me a favor and slap a like on the video. I've said this multiple times. If you haven't checked out Oxford Natural, as someone who will endorse this and will be endorsing this for the full future, it's a long-term partnership, this with me and them. If you guys want to elevate your health, first order 70% off with the code ONELEADS. Absolutely massive. Help me, help my partner. I know it's helped Jimmy hugely. Gio, is in it with his partner. Really impactful, vegan, organic, none of that crap that you get normally, where it's just laced with chemicals. Check it out, everybody. Link in the description below. Make yourself a happier self. There we go. I should be a salesman, shouldn't I? But seriously, it's well worth it. Link in the description below. Norway, Connor, I'd love to. Absolutely love to. Big Leeds community in Scandinavia. I know there is. I went to Copenhagen. The problem is I'd have to bring the missus. ASMR, Connor, I'd have to bring the missus. I couldn't go to Tromso or Oslo or something like that and just say to the missus, I'm going out there, because she will be like, I want to go there too. I want to go there too. So how do I get around that? I don't know what to do. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, there we go. Tenerife Whites, there we go. Announce Pai Zhao, says Smiths. Not on here. Tenerife Whites. Yeah, lovely. Ball into the box. Charlotte. I'm good with my potty mouth. I don't have a potty mouth. Come on. Lucas, loving that profile picture, mate. Go to Norway, Connor, and meet the Leeds United vibe. Oh. Riding on my ship. Mike, cheers to that, mate. Madrid Whites. Should we do that instead? Mike, is that you? Is that you coming with me, mate? Are you paying for a trip, Mike? Dylan says score. You assert yourself and go. That seems like very of your name, freedom fighter. Cairns nearly gets caught there. Nice one, Cloud. Appreciate it, bud. Brand paid for trip. Yeah, you could be right there, Charlotte. One seat on the plane. Leeds win a free kick. Smith's math says, I am the Portugal Whites. And then follows up by, we need a keeper. Bangkok Wipes as SFBB trend. Are these all actually like communities, or are you guys just saying that, you know, you are these people? Like if you live in Bangkok, I am the Bangkok Whites. Like Smith just said there. Steve Morrison, the legend. The Leeds United legend, Steve Morrison. If some of you youngsters don't know about Steve Morrison, we traded Luciano Becchio, one of our sort of relative legends for the new era. And that's it, by the way, full time for Steve Morrison, which was one of the worst deals ever in Football League history. How many times have you been to the US, and where? Did NYC, Philly, DC, New Orleans, Houston, San Francisco, LA, and Vegas in a 3-week trip last summer? Do you know what, mate? It's pretty depressing. I've only ever been to Florida. I've never been anywhere else in the States. Very depressing. Not in terms of Florida, by the way. It's a great place, but yeah. Tom Stanzas, tell the missus you're off to the shops. Yeah, exactly, mate. I should do that. Thank you, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've tried to be as entertaining as possible. I know sometimes you can get a bit bored with this stuff. But listen, I am going to go now, and I'm going to record the post-match reaction. So there you go. You're going to get a bit of tactical insight from me, a little bit of laughs, and a sign-off. I think Leeds have won this American League thing where we're going to get a trophy. Wow, how exciting to add to our litany of trophies over the past 20 years. But it's been a pleasure, everybody. Hype the video once it's done. Check out Oxford Natural. Like the video. Comment about your bedtime routine. Why not? My name's Conor McGilligan. Hope you enjoyed it, everybody. And